All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I see a new poster.
I see. Poster. All right, good morning, everybody. Yeah, it's a poster of the cover of my new and exciting paperback. I took it for the TV show. I might as well get a couple of them in. Thought it'd be kind of cute.
Is that right? Soon to be a motion picture?
Yeah. I got a meeting about that today, as a matter of fact. Yeah. It's my book isn't like a novel where you just convert it into a movie. You gotta play with some of that material.
It's just that it seems that everybody decided to make the movie before they saw how to do that.
Yeah. Well, I always, I never understood how they were going to make a movie out of my book in the first place, to be honest with you. Which I've told you, I was always shocked when they came to me and said, like, all these studios wanted to make a movie out of my book, and I said, oh, I never thought of it as the kind of book that you'd make a movie out of. But they said, oh, no, it's very obviously a movie, and they're still trying to prove it to me. So I think a lot of the guys who wanted to make it into a movie didn't read it first.
Is that right?
Yeah, they might just be reading it now.
I think they were reading the bestseller list.
Yeah, that's what I do, too. Well, there is a story in the book based on my life. Particularly there's 2 chapters on the rise in radio and then the early chapters on childhood. So there's certainly
There's a frame there.
Yeah, there's a frame. There's a semblance of a movie. But you need, I just got a script last week. It was okay. It's just kind of like a Chevy Chase movie, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to do that. It needs work.
Yeah, you could come off very cartoonish.
Yeah, well, the movie that is in its present form is very cartoonish. That's a very good word for it. So I gotta somehow convey that in the meeting.
Yeah, you want to steer clear of that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be...
Yeah, but it wasn't awful or anything. It was just... None of them are awful. It's just... Chevy would do a great job with it.
Yeah, but it's not you.
It would be a good $3 million picture for Chevy. $3 million gross. I'm after a little bit bigger picture on that one. I'm after the whole enchilada. Well, anyway. So I've got, for the television show, I got some pictures of my book hanging up there. New pictures. I don't know. I requested them from Simon & Schuster a couple of months ago. They're in no rush. All right. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
This is Roseanne. You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. It's great. I love it.
All right. Getting out of there quick.
She was in a rush.
Yeah.
Caught her on the run.
What is it?
When the celebrities cut IDs, they go, well, what should I say? I said, this is one that runs in the morning. I said, say, hey, you're listening to the Howard Stern Show. It's great. I love it. Anything like that.
And then she said, hey, it's great. I love it.
Exactly what you said.
All right. Smart.
Captain Janks is on the phone.
Yeah. Who'd you call?
Yes, good morning, Howard.
Oh.
He likes
good morning.
A little preamp.
Oh, Gary just knocked over my poster of my book.
Oh.
Dick. Jackie, can you fix that?
How'd it get up there?
It hangs on a wire. Hey, man, you walked out, but you got to be careful.
There's a wire here, see?
You fix that, will you? It's upsetting me.
Jeez.
All right, we'll fix it in the commercial.
Oh.
Jackie, of course, ripped it down. So jealous.
He's going to break the poster in half.
Go on with this show. I'll send you.
No, just leave it. I'm telling you, it's too distracting. Sit down.
My poster for Rocky Riddle. Shut up.
What?
I can use
Where's my poster for Rocky Riddle?
Right. All right. Put that down. Now it's where Jackie wanted it in the first place.
My joke land never fell down.
My mug, my
mug and tape collection.
My pyramid of mugs never falls down. Hi, you're on the air.
Yes, good morning, Howard.
Captain Jenks. Who'd you call?
I called 2 shows. First one was Talk Back Live, that new show that replaced Sonya on CNN.
Right.
With Susan Rock. And they had like a panel of DJs, Howard, like Alan Combs.
Oh.
And
where does he work now?
And Kirby Wilbur.
Is he still a DJ?
Yes.
Is he still on the radio?
Yes. I don't know exactly where.
That was the guy that replaced me at NBC. They said, well, let's get a guy who will talk a lot like Howard, and maybe he'll get a lot of ratings, too.
Yeah, people want talk in the afternoon.
And he talked a lot, all right.
Well, the topic...
He talked him right into a dizzy one share. How does he still work? I don't understand. You know, if I failed like that, I would probably never get any more work.
You'd be out of the business, I'm sure.
Radio's a great career, actually, now that I think about it. You could keep failing for, like, ever, and people keep hiring you.
Look at me.
And he's an expert. He's on CNN.
He's going to tell other people how to fail like him.
Yeah, he should just do a show on how to fail in radio. And I see that he's like a whole expert now on talk radio. They send this magazine to me called Talkers. Yes. So it's all guys in talk radio. And he's got a whole column telling guys how to be in talk radio. And
I think that may be his only job. That's what I thought.
That's what I thought, too. I thought now he was, like, talking about being in talk radio. What station is he on?
I have absolutely no idea how. I'd never heard of him before, actually. I just know that he's a disc jockey in Washington.
Yeah, he's a Howard Stern imitator who couldn't even imitate me properly.
Well, he did seem like he was imitating you there on CNN that day.
Yeah.
And the other guy is Kurt.
At least when that guy in Rochester and Mark and Brian imitate me, like Brother Louise and Mark and Brian imitate me, at least they steal lesbian dating game.
I was in Rochester for a month, and I know for a fact this guy Louise admits that he rips you off, Howard. He admits that he ripped you off. I hope you call him and let him have it good, Howard. I can't stand that man.
Well, he just has to remember his retard daughter and what he did.
He left his daughter over here in Philly, Howard.
That's right. Just remember that. There's always paybacks in life.
Oh, you know that's a very painful subject for we.
If it was painful, don't leave.
He doesn't like to talk about it.
The guy we compete with in Rochester left his retarded daughter. I don't know at what point, but it was pretty early on. So your wife brings home
somehow the marriage didn't survive.
He was in Vietnam too, Howard.
He was out of there.
Yeah, he was in Vietnam. He was a cook.
He was a cook, Howard. The man was a cook, and he goes around bragging about it.
He was no cook in Vietnam. He's probably just doing my routine, like, you know, how I talk about I'm in Vietnam.
Exactly.
Everybody does what I do. Even Letterman. Where's that retarded daughter of his?
I'll find her.
Yeah.
How often does he get to see her, living so far away?
Yeah. Another Howard Stern imitator.
Well, he could imitate your personal life. Nobody does that.
Yeah, none of these guys manage to do that. These guys manage to stay with their wife and kids like I do. They just manage to take bits of material and then take credit for it. Mark and Brian. Oh, yeah, we decided to syndicate a couple of years ago into the Portland area. Brother Louise. Yeah, I invented lesbian dating game. They all just sit around and steal crap.
He runs his show till he waits till you go off the air before his show goes off now, Howard.
They all do that. Yeah. They're all dickheads.
Yeah, all of a sudden they know how to break all the rules.
He's very sad.
Although he did one bit that I didn't do. Didn't he have some sodomy or something?
Yeah, I think he decided to go that.
He went gay. He went gay. What it was like, yeah. He went gay. I've never gone that far.
He admits it.
Yeah. They even have a Robin imitator, I think. And Mark and Brian don't have I think Mark plays the woman and Brian is the guy.
Yeah, they do it themselves, Mark and Brian. One of them is the woman and one of them is the guy.
Well, Brother Louise does have a Robin imitator too.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
She's terrible. She's absolutely terrible. So is he. He's a poopy head.
I don't know how people could listen to him. His voice is so irritating.
He's got cancer of the throat or something.
It's cancer of the brain.
Yeah.
There'll be retribution for what he did to the...
I thought he'd learned his lesson when I was out there.
What he does to retards.
Yeah, isn't the idea if you have a child, you take what you get?
Yeah, you can't leave it.
You can't think again after it's here.
Maybe I'll start calling my competition. I'm going to call Brother Louise and I'm going to call Mark and Brian. I'm going to let them confront their master, the guy they imitate. I'm going to start calling. We're going to start a new feature on the show. I'm going to start calling my competitors.
Call the DJ.
I'm going to call that guy in Providence who calls his producer Baba Booey.
Yeah.
Providence, Rhode Island, there's a guy who named his producer Baba Booey, and when our listeners call him up and ask him how come he did it, he says, I got to go now. There's not enough time to explain.
It's a long story.
I'm so sorry. I got in touch with him late yesterday. I forgot to put it on the schedule. We'll be talking to him at 8:15 this morning.
Oh, good.
Beautiful.
Good.
He didn't even ask why we wanted to talk to him.
Yeah.
He said, oh, okay, I'll talk to him.
Yeah, sure.
Because he digs you. He probably worships you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to advise him to sort of make up his own material. Well, a lot of these guys a lot of these guys steal my stuff in the anticipation that I'm coming to their market so they can act like they invented it. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this. It gets tired and old. Okay, who did you call?
CNN and Talkback Live. This is Susan Rook, and ironically enough, the topic was do disc jockeys or talk show hosts have the power to display political elections?
Okay.
And this was the actual question that I asked to the screener too, Howard.
Thomas, go ahead.
Yes, I fully believe that a radio talk show host can sway a political election, as we saw in the case of the great Howard Stern, when simply because of financial disclosure could have quite possibly been the next governor of the state of New York.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And by the way, all you other DJs suck.
Look, bathroom humor.
That's it.
Yeah. Ha, 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 ha. They know they suck, too.
They certainly do, Howard.
Oh, Alan Combs up there laughing at that? Oh, he could have been the governor of a... Yeah, Alan, I could have done a lot of things. Just because you're a failure doesn't mean I am.
They're making mall appearances, Howard.
Yeah. They're on CNN in a group of DJs embarrassing the whole damn entertainment industry. Dickheads. Oh, with the big echo. Oh. What the hell is that? Hey, what day is this? Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Why?
No, I just want to know where we were at.
All of a sudden you needed to know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started thinking, hold on, I wonder how far it is to the weekend. Trying to pace myself.
Yeah, only one more to go.
Alan Combs, representing all of radio, mayor of the shopping centers. He's an expert. Oh, Howard Stern couldn't have been the governor.
You know what it was? He's available because he doesn't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
So he can always come and talk to you about radio.
Or he can
listener.
He can come and talk to you about what I've done on the radio.
Yeah, because he's listening.
Yeah. He's a fan.
He doesn't have anything on his schedule to keep him away.
That salamander-looking bastard. Got two eyes that don't even go anywhere near the front of his head.
I don't know what a salamander is, but I do know he needs those blinders that they put on horses. So
Salamanders have big bulging eyes that are on the sides of their head.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Because he definitely has that.
I had one as a pet, got stung by a bee. They look like big gunshot holes, those eyes. Who else did you call?
I also called Rolanda, Howard.
Rolanda.
She's taking calls?
Excuse me?
She's taking calls? I didn't know that.
Yes, well, see, sometimes she's live and sometimes she's not, but when she is live, it's live on the West Coast, and then she runs a half-hour tape delay. So I phoned in a half hour early and just got to record my call a half hour later.
I see. But you're not on the West Coast.
No, I'm on the East Coast, though.
I see.
So I had to call in a half hour before the show actually started on the East Coast, but even though it was in delay.
Seems like a lot of work, but you did it anyway. Let's hear it.
Ooh, cool.
Something happens, you know this way this works. That's the beauty of live television. Something happens, We're going to have it right here and now. Hello, Thomas. You're calling from Philadelphia. Welcome to the conversation.
Thank you, Rolanda. I'd like to say, first of all, in the case of the two missing children, I believe that the media overkill is a very important and appropriate means of using the media as a tool to bring out the killer, whoever it may be. And because of the media's intense involvement, made it possible to find the children. Now, in the case of O.J. Simpson, I believe that the media coverage on that case, I guess you could say that I believe Judge Ito was right when he told everybody, if you're going to listen to the radio, listen to Howard Stern.
Thank you, Thomas. Let's switch back now to...
That was that.
She was in here, Rwanda.
Rolanda was in the studio?
Rwanda?
What's her name?
Rolanda.
I thought it was Rwanda. I thought she was named after the country. Rwanda. R-W-A-N-D-A. Rwanda.
Rwanda. R-O-W-A-N-A.
Whatever. All right, man, thanks.
Hey, Howard, I'm going to be making an appearance. Can I make a plug?
Yes.
I'm going to be at Delilah's Gold at 12th and Race in Philadelphia this Friday night.
Okay.
Free parking.
And what will you be doing there?
I MC there. I give out some prizes. I give out some of my tapes, and I try to meet women.
All right, very good. Good luck with all three.
Hello, Mr. Mr. Alfred?
Yes,
my name is Terry Markle, and I'm calling on behalf of Carl Hirsch's office at Omni Merca Corporate here in L.A.
Yes.
And Mr. Hirsch would like to personally extend his congratulations and thanks for your dedication and loyalty, possibly relocating you to our corporate offices here in L.A.
I don't know what that is. He starts playing things. I don't know what he's playing.
He called the guy that cut the wires in Cleveland.
Is that what that is?
And made believe he was the president of his company, and it was thanking him for doing it.
Oh, I see. What is going on with that case in Cleveland?
Nothing. It's just on hold until they get more information out of the guy to see if it was a bigger conspiracy.
How long does it take? I mean, the guy said he'd cooperate.
Giving him 1 word a day?
What is the problem? When is there going to be some convictions? When is there going to be some charges?
Did he get sentenced?
No, there was a conviction, but there's
the guy in Cleveland who cut our wires was given a light conviction. You know, not even a light sentence yet. The promise of a light sentence if he came forth and squealed on all the upper management of that radio station.
Yes.
And I haven't heard anything since. What's going on? Why are the wheels of justice so slow?
They're grown to a halt.
Why don't you get the prosecuting attorney on the phone at some point during the show and let's ask him that? I just would like to know what's going on. I'd like an update.
There are a number of things we need to update. What happened with the librarian?
Yeah, everyone keeps asking me, what is going on?
Well, you got that last letter from her about 2 weeks ago.
You're thanking me and stuff.
But basically nothing's happened.
Well, maybe we ought to...
Maybe we ought to find out what she's up to.
Yeah. Let me have the rest of these tapes. This is some more phone calls. These are from King of Cable. He's real good.
Yeah, these are really good.
This one's called... Teen Summit.
What happens is he calls Black Entertainment Television. It's like a teen show. And Darryl Strawberry's on and L.A. Reid.
Yeah, Babyface and L.A. Reid.
Right. And he said he set this up like a week in advance. He told them that Spike Lee would be calling in. So, of course, nobody checks it and they get all excited.
Right.
And he calls in as Spike Lee.
Oh, great. And then the host is like real excited. He's like, Spike Lee's in the house. Everyone's like, in the house. The host is like real black, he's is a guy trying to sound like sort of like what a black person.
Right, he probably has to go to a school to get those lessons.
Yeah.
When it starts off, you'll hear it starts off with Darryl Strawberry talking, and then it goes, hey, we got a special call.
Okay.
Everybody was shocked, but I had to come public with it because I wanted everyone to see how serious a drug addiction problem can be for you.
Well, we want to thank you for coming out, showing this kind of strange. We got a caller from one of the places you played. Caller, are you there? Can you hear me, caller?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, and what's your name, caller?
It's Spike Lee.
Spike Lee on the phone, y'all!
Spike Lee on the phone, y'all. That's Spike Lee.
What's on your mind?
BAT, what's up?
We all right.
Hey, what's up, Del Strawberry Babyface?
Spike.
Hey.
What's on your mind, Spike?
I'd like to tell the black youth of the day to listen to Howard Stern and Baba Booey. You know what I'm saying, brothers? Howard Stern's the brother. You know what I'm saying? Howard Stern's the man. Brothers, what's up?
Okay, thank you. Bye. So we're going to be back with it. That was just a tripping caller. Okay, that's all that was. Well, we're going to be right back. We're going to be right back with more Babyface, Darryl Strawberry. If you have something to ask them,
more Spike
feel free to call in. Speaking of callers, let's give that Spike Lee impersonator a really good head, because he had us fooled.
Yes, he pulled it really bad. He called him up and said, I'm Spike Lee, and they said, great, come on.
Good impression of Spike Lee.
Yeah, for a minute I thought it was Spike Lee.
Hi, I'm Spike Lee.
What does Spike Lee sound like?
Who knows?
I make movies.
Hey, how do we know it's Spike Lee? Because I make movies. Oh, okay. Yeah, he knows it. That's him.
Malcolm X.
I made Malcolm X. Spike Lee on the phone, y'all. All right, that's enough poof for me. Poof. There it is. Hold it, we got Lincoln, Jefferson, and FDR on hold after Spike Lee. That sounds like a good show. I wish I got that. I wish I got Black Entertainment.
You don't get Black Entertainment television?
I would love it.
I used to get it in the city. It's really funny.
Yeah, I'd love to get that.
But most of the time it's just videos.
It's mostly Donnie Simpson.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then I guess it's like, ex-baseball, or baseball players who have gotten off drugs.
They have one sports show where they have a bunch of sports writers sit around and talk about sports. And then
Are they all black guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have, every once in a while, they let a white guy in.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
it's like white television. Every once in a while they let a black guy in.
And the videos are exactly like Friday night videos, except it's nothing but black people, who sit around between videos and comment on them like celebrities.
Right. Babyface and...
right. L.A. Reid and Babyface.
And they get really excited if they can get an interview with a Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Right, that's a big deal, right? Do they promo the hell out of it?
Oh, yeah. Snoop is in the house.
Snoop on the phone.
Snoop will be here any minute.
Snoop. That's a big black celebrity. Pride of the black community. Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
The man of the hour.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about some gangster rap. It's beautiful. We got to take...
Yeah, I mean, have you ever listened to a Snoop Doggy Dogg album?
Yeah.
All he sings about is gin and pot.
Yeah. Same as Jackie, but a different style.
It's amazing. There's no love songs.
No.
It's just gin and pot.
I can dig that. I'm sick of love songs. What?
Those are love songs.
Oh, yeah. He loves gin and pot.
Gin and pot. Gin and pot.
People always yell at me that
All right, who cares? All right, let's take a break.
He wants to get into it.
I got to move the show along. I can't stop and listen to you. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more of the... this guy sent a whole bunch of calls, the king of cable. He doesn't like to come on the air. He just likes to send them to us.
All right.
Hey, by the way, I must remind you, I know I would be... people would be angry with me if I didn't remind them that tonight on the E! Show, Pat Cooper Goes Berserk.
Oh.
It's the big show. And
be there.
It's an explosive show, to say the least, including the big argument, which Pat and I had, plus all the behind-the-scenes footage that has never been heard or seen. That's right.
All right.
Plus the interpretive reading that Billy and I did so beautifully. It's the Pat Cooper experience, we call it, where Billy plays Pat and I am Howard, of course.
Now, how did you handle that? Did you show Billy doing it?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. You'll see Billy play Pat Cooper. It's a gorgeous performance. Understand that he's up already for some sort of award.
Is that right?
Yeah. Anyway, that'll be tonight.
I can't wait to see that, because even being here, it wouldn't be the same, because I couldn't focus on Pat's face and get a close-up of the rage that he was expressing.
Don't love me, Jackie. Don't love me, Jackie. Don't love me, Jackie.
I don't want to be loved.
I don't want to be loved, Jackie. I don't want to be loved, Jackie. I don't want to be loved, Jackie. I don't want to be loved, Jackie.
Get away from me.
Get away from me, Jackie. Get away from me, Jackie.
Did he push you, Jackie? Like a little bit?
No. I don't think
I'll check the tape tonight. I'm going to watch.
No, I didn't get that close.
That's true.
I got not even arm's length from it.
I would have to think that that's going to be one of the biggest shows of the year. Although Friday night show was really big. What the hell was that again?
Arnold.
Arnold, yeah. Arnold pulled big ratings. And
how do you know it wasn't Ivan? Give him some credit.
I know it wasn't Ivan.
Ivan's son pulled in the ratings.
Yeah. And the show I'm looking forward to seeing is yesterday's show with the girl.
Oh, the hot dog girl.
Oh.
Your photo shoot?
Yeah. Everyone's going to love that. That's going to be a two-parter. I forget when that's going to air, but, they're preparing it now.
Did her pictures get over to Playboy?
Yes, they did. They were delivered yesterday.
The pictures the photo shoot that I did on the air yesterday was delivered to Playboy, and I'll be hearing from them shortly. And that girl's going to own me. Big.
She could end up in the magazine, She's certainly pretty enough.
She wasn't friendly enough to me, quite frankly. I might
maybe she would get friendlier if she got the gig. You think?
Right.
Once she got the gig, why would she have to be friendly to him at all?
She wouldn't even let me tickle her.
Girls work in a whole different way.
She wouldn't even let me tickle her.
She said she was way too ticklish.
Yeah, well, that's the idea. By the way, I just gave Gary money for a stockade. I ordered it out of a tickling fetish magazine that someone sent me. Thank you. All of our female guests now will be put in the stockade when we interview them.
That's the interview chair.
Yeah, we're going to remove the chair that you see now.
Howard, call it by its proper name. It's called the Laughing Stock.
Laughing Stock. So we've ordered a Laughing Stock where girls' feet and arms will be bound, and I can have full tickling access.
And if you don't like what they're saying?
I tickle them.
Do you want to tell Robin about that video we watched the other day?
Yeah, that was pretty good. You see, that gets me off. I don't know why. These two really good-looking girls, way too good-looking to be in this kind of video. Just picture really good-looking girls with short little, all the girls now are wearing these Catholic school girl outfits.
Right, the little plaid skirts.
They're in little plaid skirts. And one of the girls is trying to find out a secret sorority word.
Handshake.
Yes. Is it the handshake? Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was. So she takes the other girl, puts her in, she hog-ties her, okay? Hog-ties her.
How does she get the girl?
Well, how does she get her? She says,
I mean,
come in this room.
A consensual thing?
No, she goes, come in this room. I have to do something to you. And she gets on the floor and she goes, you know, all of a sudden.
They're wrestling and she hogtied?
Yeah, sort of. Before you know it, they're all hogtied.
It's supposed to be a kidnapping, but there's little resistance offered on the other end.
Right. And, you know, everyone's going along with it. So anyway,
great acting.
Her wrists are down to her ankles. And as you suggested that I do, and you see the girl's panties. You know, like her panties are fully exposed
under the little skirt.
Yeah, they leave their clothes on through the whole video, but all you see is her panties, and she's got really nice legs.
So this is like getting to see something you're not supposed to see.
Yeah, and the girl starts tickling her if she doesn't tell her the secret handshake.
Now, how's she going to show her the handshake when she's all tied up?
Didn't matter. I didn't stay with it that long. I never learned what the handshake was, nor did I care, but it was kind of seeing them all tied up, really good-looking girls, yeah, and tickling. I got to admit, I'm into it.
You're into just about anything I can see, because every time you discover one of these new things, you're into it.
I'm into it. Well, I wasn't into that. Well, hold it. In all fairness to me, I wasn't into that tape where we got this one tape where these two Japanese dudes, they kind of stroll the beach looking for...
Oh, no. Oh, that was funny.
They were looking for Japanese broads to go, you know, make a duty.
How did they...
On
did
camera.
They offer the money?
See, we couldn't... No. Because it was in Japanese, it was hard to tell. But what they do is they walk up and down the beach traveling with this wooden box. So they have like a wooden box, like a whole display, and then they talk to the girl for a real long time in Japanese, like, oh, they're pointing to the box and trying to describe to her, you know, they're going up to perfect strangers. And
that's why I couldn't understand why a girl would do it. I mean, wasn't it a money transaction?
It could have been, but we didn't know. There was no subtitles.
Right.
So
the Japanese didn't want this movie to get out.
I think the beauty of it was that they didn't offer them money, that they got girls to do stuff without offering them money and just telling them they'd be in a movie.
Maybe that was it, because they had a camera.
Yeah, and maybe in Japan they're not uptight about their movements.
They're uptight about everything else.
It would be hard to convince American girls to do that.
Yeah, but that was really disgusting. Don't you remember?
Well, what it was is she didn't have to go to the bathroom. So the whole movie basically is her sitting there struggling to go to the bathroom because they finally get her bottoms off and everything, and, you know, they convince her to do it, and then they're walking around the beach, a hot beach, with, like, enema stuff, and you see families strolling by.
People with their kids.
Yeah, you see rubber hoses, they're pulling out of a bag, and they're administering enemas. And it's like, whoa. You could see in the background, there's, like, little kids and adults with their families.
People tossing a little beach ball.
Yeah.
Having a picnic.
Yeah, I really wasn't into that. I mean, I was into it from the just curiosity, but I didn't get turned on.
We all drew a line.
You know what I think? I think you have to see them in the right order.
Yeah.
Because there are things you're not into at first.
Yeah.
But after they drag you into some of this other stuff, like the spanking you really got into, now you're into the tickling.
Nah, I'm just not into movements.
You wait.
No, I'm really not. You know what? In fact, when we were at Gary's bachelor party, we had this really good-looking girl, and everyone gave her like $200 a cup. Some of the guys were really into it. And I kind of walked away. I was sort of proud of myself.
Now, did you think the guys were into it? I thought that they were doing it just because...
To see what could happen.
Right, to see what they could make
I don't know,
somebody do.
Ronnie seemed like he might really get off on it.
There's nothing exciting about it.
Ronnie, the limo driver, looked more than just like curiosity kind of look. I think he was...
stayed to the last drop.
He was there and really... He was coaching her like a Japanese guy. You know, he was like, come on, come on. And like, he spent the whole night really trying to get this cup full.
Oh, boy.
He really worked the whole situation. No, I think he's about a week away from killing cats. But because he had spent way too long in that corner of the room. You know, like at some point you get fed up. Hey, she can't do it. Let's forget it. Let's move on to some other oddity.
Well, then they gathered up enough money to try to convince her to do the other thing, and that she couldn't do. Oh, and Ronnie was very disappointed about
Number
that.
one, you mean?
No, number two.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we started with number one. She did, no problem.
Right.
Number two, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
He spent all night trying to coax her into a number two.
He really wanted to see that.
And you want to know?
I don't know what his story is.
Can I tell you something really funny? The girl one of my friends overheard the girl complaining to another girl that she was bummed out that she didn't have anything to eat that day because she really needed the $200.
Oh.
Yeah. She got all upset because she couldn't make the $200.
Yeah.
And she was really trying, poor girl.
And she was cute.
She was really good looking.
She was cute.
She was more than cute. you know, you can get good-looking girls to do lots of stuff for money.
She did not need to be doing that.
That's pretty degrading.
That's what you think.
We figured out every way to degrade a woman that night.
Aren't you proud of yourself?
Twice over.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you weren't there that night. How did you miss that night?
That's pretty degrading. What's very degrading?
Oh, you don't know. You have no idea. At one point, I'm standing in the room. Like, that wasn't the most degrading thing that went on. No. I don't even know that I can talk about what went on in that room.
I'm sure you can.
It's almost impossible.
I'm sure you can.
It's a good thing I don't get to see you guys at these times, because I can't imagine what you do.
I got some great stories out of that night.
I don't know if you could have told the last one.
God, there is a fever that comes over certain guys.
Yeah. Some guys really... And
no control.
And I'm always shocked that women go along with it.
No, you're not.
I am. No, you got to see what we don't. Forget what we do in here. That was chicken feed.
Why? These women do things for money.
It was all about money.
No. You had to see what was going on. Nobody would do this.
Not even checking.
You know what? You guys are probably tame compared to what they usually have to do.
I can't imagine. You know what? Gary has some really wacky
Weird friends.
I'll tell you what it came down to.
Like real guys.
What it really came down to was these girls.
Real animals.
You know what they're like? I know when I was a little kid, there was this one girl on my block that we could... I had a big tree in my backyard, and we could take her behind the tree, and she would show us stuff, and show us her anatomy, and, you know, spread everything apart so we could really look. And guys would do weird stuff, you know, and maybe use sticks and things, you know, because they were 5 years old. They didn't know what they were doing.
Touch.
But Gary's friends are like 5 years old, 5-year-olds. They try to do...
They're trapped at that time.
But you know what happened that night, Robin? It was a combination of two things. First of all, these women usually do...
If I had to leave out of disgust, you know it was pretty bad.
Do you think they were doing this to impress you, or do they do that?
No, they were.
Oh, come on. You think it was for my benefit?
It was a combination of how much money there was in the room, which was a lot more than a regular guy bachelor party.
Right.
And the idea that you were there, not that you were making them do things, but I think that in a way...
Yeah,
they were psyched that there's a celebrity, and they wanted to impress you.
They rose.
Oh, gee, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, I really do.
Because, I mean, when I caught Ganji and Gorilla, like, you know...
Oh, boy. Ganji was in on it, too?
No. Well, like, there was this one girl laying down on the table, and all the guys were piled around. And all of a sudden, I see somebody's hand, like, slip in and start, you know, squeezing someone's chest. And it's just like this hand, you know, and like, to me, I mean, I'm into women and everything, but just to squeeze someone's chest in a detached manner is almost like squeezing a rubber ball.
Yeah, it might as well be mounted on a pedestal or something, not attached to a human being.
Yeah, because there's no eroticism. I mean, she's not getting off on it. And all of a sudden I look to my right, and it's like Gorilla. You know, and that hand just, you know, he just...
Not only did that happen...
You know, where's the romance?
Not only did that happen, but we have a picture of it, and I swear to God, it really looked like the accused.
Yeah. The Gorilla, man, you're a horny guy, man.
The only thing missing was
I was
definitely oversexed back then.
Yeah, and I said, back then. Yeah. So I said to Gorilla, I go, what are you doing? And he was just like...
I was out of my head that
He was like... it feels good.
I didn't say that.
You did too.
You don't even know what you said.
It feels good.
I figured everybody else had their hand in on the action. Why couldn't I?
Right.
Nobody.
No, I mean, she didn't mind. I mean, she was inviting guys to do it, but you kind of look like a retard doing that.
Yeah, I did.
He had his hand in, and he couldn't reach, so his head was like turned away. He was like reaching behind the refrigerator.
Like there were so many guys piled around that like Gorilla just stuck his hand under the pile.
Next to her.
It was like the pile up at an NFL football game, you know, and then all of a sudden, like imagine Gorilla coming and sticking his hand, and like he can't even see what's going on, but he latches onto this girl's chest and he starts squeezing.
He's looking for the ball.
He was grabbing something under the bed.
He kind of would look like, you know when the Good Humor Man used to reach into that little square box in the freezer, and he had to turn his head? And like, he couldn't,
right. His hand is all the way in there, and his head is almost gone.
Yeah, that was Gorilla. He couldn't quite.
It was a long time ago. I've changed since then.
How long ago was it? I've only been married 2.5 years.
Yeah, so it was.
Guy
3 years in June.
Guy changes a lot in 3 years.
No, 2.5 years now. I mean, what happened? What's so different?
I got a girlfriend. I hadn't gotten laid at that point in like a year and a half.
Oh, is that it?
So
I was out of my head.
You were close to rape.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another 6 months, he'd be the serial rapist.
That's right.
I got carried away. I got caught up in the passion of the moment.
I tell you, I love you people with all your self-control.
And Ganji was acting weird that night too. He was another one.
He was orchestrating a lot that night.
Ganji was orchestrating?
Here's Leonard Bernstein. You over here.
He was more like holding something.
No, he doesn't orchestrate anything. Yeah. He was just sticking his hands in too.
I see.
What is it, Ralph?
You know what I was doing? Everybody was throwing like 50s on the girl. I mean, they were just laying there and people were throwing money on them.
I would take like a 50. It wasn't even mine. I'd grab a 50 and I'd like wave it in front of her face and then go down and do something.
Oh, she'd let you do stuff for 50?
Yeah, because she thought I was like handing 50. I'd just keep taking.
Oh, you're a real gentleman.
Well, you would take.
I knew Ralph wasn't going to say he gave any money.
No, he would take the same 50s he found on the floor and recycle it.
I mean, because there was so much money over, they couldn't even hold the money. It was just like all over.
It
I
was
just picked it up and go like, hey.
Yeah.
It was strange.
It was pretty wild. I just remember Ronnie spending way too much time in the corner trying to coax the girl to go to the bathroom.
By the table.
Yeah.
I mean, when I walked in and saw that, I almost threw up.
But it wasn't only Ronnie. It was a lot of other guys, too.
Yeah, like Neil. Another
right.
weird.
Neil's into that.
It was a whole
Other
little
guys
short...
who hate women.
It was a short...
Yeah. Neil really hates women.
It was a short man's organization in that corner for some reason.
Yeah.
Very angry guys.
It was a cool party, though.
That was the first bachelor party it was, too, and it was incredible. I mean, I've never been to anything like it. I started to tell Roseanne's future husband about that. He was getting, because he wants a bachelor party.
Why don't we throw him one?
And she doesn't want him to have one.
What are we doing tomorrow? Are we going to go to a bachelor party scores with Roseanne's husband?
Yeah. Does he have to be there?
Yeah, of course he's got to be there.
Have one in his honor.
Well, we'll just schedule it, and if he shows up, he shows up.
If she's doing Saturday Night Live, he must be sitting around,
hanging around.
bored. He's got nothing to do.
Well, then call him
You know
up.
what? What's today? Today's Thursday, Friday, nothing but blocking. Very dull day.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we don't need Roseanne. We just need the boyfriend.
Yeah, she's not supposed to go to the bachelor
He's
party
not on the
anyway.
show.
Yeah, we throw Roseanne's boyfriend a bachelor party.
Yeah.
Get him all messed up.
I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
He'll be in the hospital like Fred, all bloody.
I'll pump him up with some tequila.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't die.
Want to do it?
Yes.
Yeah, call him up and say, hey, look, we'd like to throw you a bachelor party. We've known you a long time now. And
And it never occurs to you that you're tired of degrading women.
no, I don't degrade him. I just I enjoy talking to him.
You're watching it. You're the same. You're supporting the whole thing.
Did it ever
Yeah, I
occur to
guess
you
I am.
that
Yes,
they're not,
you are.
Did it ever occur to you that they're now tired of taking his money?
I don't care about that.
Exactly.
You should all go there and get drunk and then go crash the Saturday Night Live rehearsal.
Yeah.
You do that.
Wait, that'll ruin your head.
You do that. And?
Hey, I'm here. Hey, why aren't I on the show? Hey. A belligerent Jackie.
Piss off the people who write the show.
Here, let's teach him how to really write.
I'm pretty sure Lord Michaels never hires
It's a fun idea, and you know it. You can both kiss my ass.
Hey, let's go over to Saturday Night Live all drunk and make trouble.
Let's make spectacles of ourselves.
Yeah. Hey, come on. It'll be like the Patty Davis Reagan thing. Go in there. Really make trouble.
Jackie goes, hey, I got a new Gilda Radner joke.
Hey, why did Gilda die of ovarian cancer? Because everybody hated her guts. Good night. F you. I hate you. Why aren't I on this show? Anyway, yeah, that was a great bachelor party. I got to admit, I've never forgotten that.
How could you?
Yeah.
I tell this story to people all the time, but I knew I was in really big trouble. Like, I've been to a bunch of bachelor parties, and that was pretty wild. And I go, gee, I wonder if Howard thought it was wild. And you called me the next morning, and you said, congratulations, Gary, you did it. It's legend. And I'm like, oh, I'm in so much trouble now.
I've never seen a party like that. And then what was weird was going to Gary's...
It never occurs to you that you should be embarrassed about having been there.
No. And you know what? It was really weird going to the wedding the next day.
I know.
Or whatever was
It was
next
like
week.
2 weeks later, but it was...
And seeing all the guys who were acting weird, and then they seen them with their wives and stuff.
I was just talking about that the other day.
Yeah, that was weird.
And fortunately, they're the
Hey, how you doing? And they were
the same women who say about you, my husband, oh, I would never allow him to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, whole scam going on out there.
Yeah. That was funny, man, because when I walked into the church, it was like everybody was all cleaned up and, you know, like...
In their Sunday clothes
Yeah.
in church.
You had that last image of them with...
Yeah, and it was real fun. And they were all... You know, now they were sober. And
They got kids.
Sitting there with the house frown. You know, it was like a whole different thing.
You know they just don't want to be there.
Yeah. 2 weeks before, they were making out with a chair.
Yeah. And you wonder why they're all angry.
2 weeks earlier, they're shelling out hard-earned money to get women to do it for them. Oh, man.
I know a woman...
Meanwhile, their wife does it for free.
Right.
I know.
Yeah, and who wants to see that?
And they're running,
Yeah.
I know a woman who almost didn't marry her husband because he came back from his bachelor party and admitted to her that he had the crabs, that he caught the crabs in his bachelor party.
Yeah, I can see.
And she's like, she didn't talk to him for like 2 weeks, but they still got married.
Did they really?
Yeah, they happened
that's
today.
the operative word, that she married him anyway.
Well, I always thought it was weird that guys, you know, go to... Like Gary told me, he once went to a bachelor party, and the guy who was getting married, his future father-in-law was there, and his father. The guy gets up on like a little stage area, and the hooker performs.
That's Jackie.
That was my
That's Jackie.
Oh, was that yours? I thought that was Gary's. the woman gets up there and performs. Is it sodomy? Would that be the right word?
That's the word. That's
performs sodomy on him.
On the groom in front of his future father-in-law.
In front of his future father-in-law. His father-in-law. His father-in-law, who's going to be his father-in-law the following week.
Yeah, the father of his bride.
The following day. It was the following day.
Yeah, and I mean,
it was a Saturday, and the wedding was on a Sunday.
I mean, and was he cheering him on?
Everybody said I had to perform on a Saturday afternoon. I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be so dull going to Jersey on a Saturday afternoon.
So you were the comic at the bachelor party?
Yeah, and there's like 12, maybe 20 guys. Just like I'm as close as me to Gary on this little 6-inch stage.
Right.
And the girl does this whole dance, and then she just comes over. You know how they always do, and grabs the guy by the hand, and you think she's gonna. Bronski him or something. All of a sudden, she undresses him and lies him down. I'm like, I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm waiting for somebody to pinch me and say, candid camera.
And you're probably watching the father-in-law.
If these guys are all acting like this is normal,
right?
But the guy was a little embarrassed. I mean, he was like freaking out.
Was he able to get aroused?
It took a real long time.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
I mean,
in front of a bunch of guys.
And of course, his father-in-law. His father had the best seats in the house.
They were out front.
They were sitting ringside right first. She got done with him, and then there was a line at for the bathroom or whatever. She
did everybody else.
Every guy.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm proud to say I did not get in that line.
You did not get in the line.
And I don't remember if the father-in-law and the father got in the line. I don't think they got in the line. Not all the guys got in the line.
What you got to pay a girl to do the whole party?
Well, I think it's individual tipping at that point.
This is how it works, because I've seen this at parties before. You hire the woman for the party. Part of the package is
the groom and the best man ride for free or something.
Exactly. Then everybody else pays their own way.
All right.
But the funniest thing is I went to a bachelor party.
They're the big stars that night.
I went to a bachelor party once, and the best man was more obsessed with money than sex, so he raffled his off.
Right.
$5 a piece. Everybody put your name in a hat, and he got $100, and somebody got what they needed.
Really?
He raffled it off.
No kidding.
Great.
That's wild. That's wild, man.
Isn't it totally weird that that's like part of the package?
Yeah.
Oh, we come
it's almost like when you hire a caterer. Certain things come with it.
Coleslaw,
and other things are extra.
The weirdest thing to me
I
was
don't mind eating off the same plate with people.
The weirdest thing was this was totally normal. Like, I'm looking around expecting everybody to be like, whoa, and they're like, oh, this is a bachelor party. This is how we do it. Like, ooh.
Because
it's a tradition.
How'd you used to even get that work? I mean, you used to go to bachelor parties.
In those days, I didn't get in line for the girl because in those days, I'm sure I was making exactly how much it would have cost me to go with the girl.
Who do you think got paid more, you or probably the girl, right?
I absolutely was considering switching jobs.
Yeah, right. Why did you get in the bathroom?
I'm sure she walked out it was between 2 or 3 or 5 or 7. I have no idea how much it was costing the guys to go to the bathroom. I'm sure I was making $75. This is like 1979.
So you show up at a bachelor party and like there's 20 guys in a room, and what do? Just all of a sudden start telling jokes and then people just crowd around you? Or do they announce?
There was a little funky, horrible buffet in those little, silver tins.
Yeah.
And then, I'm sure.
Yeah, but do you do this? The guy get up and go, okay, the comic is now going to tell some jokes?
No, I have to stand up and go, hey, yo.
And get their attention.
So you go on before the girl.
Oh, yeah.
Once the girls are out,
you can't top that.
And in those days, I'm sure they told me a few things about the groom, and I made a few jokes about him and about his father and father-in-law. That's how I knew.
Right, they give you the names, and you're like, hey, Teddy is a great guy.
Right, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, his old man is a real jerk, though.
And now here's the girl, and good, blah, blah, blah.
So how long do you have to do?
You introduce the
I'm
girl.
sure, 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that.
Now,
it's almost horrible. It's like, going 2 rounds with the champ.
I know, but it's got to be awful because out of 20 guys, I mean, to get them all laughing and into it, like some of them probably just zone out and want the girl.
It's impossible. Actually, they're pretty nice guys, but the thing is, here's 20 guys, and
waiting for
they're paying you to be the life of the party. It's like, come on, guys.
Can't you get your own excitement going?
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty pathetic.
Right, at least you guys know each other.
You got to hire a guy with a personality to.
But that's not the kind of thing. You don't go up there and say, hey, fellas, how you doing? Well, you're pretty boring, so I'm here.
Not a bad line.
But how many, is there a ratio of girls to guys? Do they ever think, well, we've got 50 guys coming, we need 2 girls?
No, it's usually, if it's 20 guys, they have 1 or 2 at the most.
This was one girl.
Yeah. Was she hot or was she like a real mess?
You know what? I'm sure I was bombed by the time I got there, but I remember she wasn't.
No wonder you're an alcoholic. I would drink if I had to do bachelor parties.
She was nothing special. So I dragged my friend Red with me, and he said, this is going to stink, man. I said, look, we'll take a ride. It was in somewhere in New Jersey in the middle of nowhere.
He says, come on, listen, maybe something happened. And was he freaking out when he saw the guy lay down on the floor with the girl?
All of a sudden he looks over at me and says, this isn't that boring.
Yeah, I thought I'd have to just sit through your act. I didn't realize this was coming up.
It's been a story for years.
Oh, that's funny.
But it's like a lottery, because I did a lot of those things. I did them where I showed up and there was like 6 guys. No girls, just a bunch of guys drinking beer, and they're paying me like $75 to sit around with them and tell jokes to them.
Right.
You feel like...
No wonder you have... You know, this explains a lot about you. No wonder you have no voice. You probably had to get up and like, hey, everybody, over here, me, cut.
Oh, yeah. You have no mic. You show up and the guy says, a microphone, what's that?
Yeah, she had to yell, like, you know, hey, come on.
No, my voice was going long before that.
But it was... And then no wonder you drink. I mean, if I had to play to 6 guys at a party, I would drink.
It was...
I'd have to get bombed.
You should be hugging Howard every day.
He doesn't. I don't understand what I took him out of, the life I took him out of.
You should be in the bathroom for him.
I don't know. Yeah, you should be like that hooker.
Now I know.
Be on your knees and
at least those jerks weren't insulting me like you.
Now I know why Jackie was so happy to play strip clubs.
Yeah, Jackie was the happiest strip club comic I ever saw in my life. Hey, you guys don't realize where I come from. I started at the bachelor parties.
Strip club myth.
Oh. Okay.
He can't wait to get back to those strip clubs.
I really can't.
Yeah, I know. He's in a rush to get back to them. He tells me every year when his contract's up, I don't care. I'll start all over again. I'm only 50 years old. Yeah.
You know, you always talk about that I get offered weird appearances.
Yeah.
I probably, over the years, turned down, I'd say, 24 bachelor parties.
Really?
They want you?
They want me to come, and they just say, hey, the groom's a really big fan of the show. We want you to come and hang out. But the reality is you're going to, like, it's just like going to a stranger's house.
Right.
And on top of it, you know, bachelor party, I mean, I've ended up...
Yeah, but are you so financially secure that you can turn down that kind of money? What's the guy offer you?
I've ended up at bachelor parties that have ended up with cops and hospitalization. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm not going to go to a stranger's house. There's not enough money to go to a stranger's house. And who knows? You could walk in and some guys could say, hey, just for fun, let's get drunk and beat up Gary.
Yeah, well,
you know, that's a bachelor party.
What do they pay you for something like that?
Let's pink Billy Gary.
That happened to Kenneth Keith Kallenbach.
Yeah, guys used to, like, not even pay him. They just told him to come down to parties, and then they would beat him up.
He's come down to the club that I work at a couple times, and people have invited, hey, Kenneth, why don't you come with us? He went and walked down the street. They beat the crap out of him.
Did they?
He saw him the next day. He goes, they broke my tooth.
Well, don't say for no reason. I mean, the guy's pretty annoying.
He goes, I was just walking down the block, and all of a sudden the big one hit me.
Well, one guy videotaped it. These guys from Washington, these, like, frat guys.
That was Maryland. Maryland or something.
So they used to watch the old Channel 9 show with Kenneth Keith Kallenbach. And, you know, the goofy guy who used to blow smoke out of his eyes and cut his own hair and all that. So, anyway, they would, and eat his hair and, you know, and blow firecrackers out of his crotch and do weird stuff. So they thought as a goof, they would say, hey, the guy seems like pretty messed up. Let's invite him to one of our frat parties. So they'd call him up, and Kenneth Keith would drive down to Washington.
The first time, they offered him a free case of beer.
Right.
And the second time, he said, okay, I can come back. I had a great time at the first one. But they sent him a train ticket.
Right.
Which was like $40.
So he went. And I remember some guy videotaped it, and, like, he'd get there, and they would just sit and goof on him.
Right.
And laugh at him.
I do remember the funniest thing. I remember...
Sounds a lot like my gig.
Yeah, and then what happened at the end of the tape? It was, like, really messed up. They messed him up in some way.
Well, I remember Kenneth Keith, at one point, was standing in front of an open window with a Roman candle and a zipper.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, they said, hey, man, do something funny. And he was like, I don't want to do something funny. They go, no, man, we got you all the way down here. We gave you a six-pack of beer. You better do something funny. Well, you got any fireworks? They go, yeah, well, we got Roman candles. So he takes the Roman candles, sticks them down his crotch.
Yeah, I remember he was out on the balcony, too, so they didn't burn down the apartment building.
Yeah. At some point, I think he was running around naked.
At one point, like, he passed out, and I think they started, like, drawing goofy stuff on him and, you know, tickling his ear and just goofing on him.
Right.
He walks around the club and gets people to buy him beer. He doesn't pay for beer. He goes, yo, I'm Kenneth Keith Kallenbach. I'll do something funny if you buy me a beer.
Well, he's working way too cheap. He actually is kind of fun for a bachelor party. He ought to do
That's
bachelor
the guy I can understand paying to come there because he's going to do things that you couldn't do yourself. I mean, I'm going to tell jokes. You can stand around and tell jokes. I'm not going to put a camera.
I guess those guys who hired him at the last bachelor, so they hired him just like punch him in the face?
Yeah, if you want to beat up
how much work we're going to get for him right now.
That's pretty cool. Like, you hire him and he lets you punch him in the face. You go in the bathroom and beat him up.
That's an act.
Hire him quickly. Only 23 teeth left.
Yeah, that's a premium. What an act. Yeah, I went to this party, and each guy paid to take me in the bathroom and beat me up.
Each guy took
I got $100 for it, though.
More fun than hookers.
All right. No, what you do is you have some sex with a hooker, and then you go beat up a guy. What a party.
Didn't Belzer come to Gary's bachelor party?
Yeah, he did was sit around and smoke all the pot.
Oh,
no, but he complained. He complained how degrading it was, and he said something about
So I said,
Nazi
hey, Belzer,
Germany.
why don't you just go smoke some pot?
Didn't he compare it to Nazi Germany?
Yeah, he goes, this is like Nazi Germany, man. Everything is, I said, so?
He's too cool to have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, listen to you, Ralph. Picking up 50s and giving them back to a girl.
That's cool.
Recycling, that's cool.
Yeah.
I got to take a break here. We'll be back. That's me.
Is the show over?
Yeah. He was the best stutterer.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, Quentin
He's
the stutterer.
retired.
Yeah, he won't come on the show anymore, but that's cool. Some guys have to retire. He went down a legend. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. We got to take a short break as usual. You know, we have to start things off the right way so we don't fall far behind. And as soon as we come back from the break, we'll get to your phone calls and a bunch of other things this morning right after these words.
Did you ever get to the concert, by the way?
Yeah, I went to the Green Day concert Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. Because, let me take myself back to Friday night, why it was weird. It was a long weekend. Well, first of all, you know, I was pretty tired.
Yeah. Didn't get any nappy?
Didn't get a nap in, and I was just kind of beat.
Yeah.
But...
Did you take your wife or Ralph?
Took Ralph. Didn't go with the missus. Missus was tied up with some kind of family function.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't take my wife. I just went with Ralph to Green Day, the concert, at the Nassau Coliseum. Mm-hmm. Thanks to Lance, my buddy, for escorting me around.
You had an escort?
Yeah. Lance is a good guy. You know Lance. He's a good guy. You know, since high school.
Is it Jackie's old buddy?
Yeah, Lance.
Oh, okay.
Face elder.
Yeah. Lance doesn't like Jackie. He told me privately not to say anything. Yeah. Never liked him. Just kidding, Jackie. All right, anyway.
Had me on the ropes.
Had me on the ropes. Lance loves you.
I love Lance.
Anyway, so I went over to the Nassau Coliseum with Ralph, who I was mad at, but nevertheless, we went. And we got there, and, you know, right away, it's kind of weird because there's nowhere for me to stand. Like, you know, I usually stand on the side of the stage to check things out.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't want to go in the audience because I'm way too famous.
That's right, and they would mob you.
If I went in the audience, I'd be mobbed. My fans would be too adoring. So, you know, which you know, I'm not exaggerating. People love me so much, they don't...
That's right, that's what they tell me.
That's right.
Down the street.
Yeah, so, where's Howard? Yeah, someone asked me at the concert, where's Robin? Some old guy was like, you can't hear anything. Like, the music is blasting, the guy goes, wah, wah, wah. And I go, I'm sorry, sir, I can't hear you. Wah, wah, wah. You know, it's like, I can't hear you, sir. Where's Robin?
Oh, dear.
I was like, oh, Robin. Yeah.
That was really important to repeat 500 times.
No, I said to the guy, well, she's right over there. Go say hello. And then he left.
Did he?
Yes, he was looking for you the rest of the night. Yeah, where's Robin? So,
I guess we're supposed to be together all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, like Abbott and Costello.
We should live together.
Yeah, like the Beatles. Should always be seen together.
Because that's what everybody always... Where's Howard?
So I got there, and there was this band on stage called Die Totenhausen.
Where do they get these names?
I don't know, but
People aren't even trying anymore.
They were better than everybody.
Really?
They were unbelievable.
Die Totenhausen?
Die Totenhausen. I got to get their album.
What's that mean?
It's some Nazi thing. I don't know what it is. Is it German?
It sounds German.
Yeah, it's Die Totenhausen. Die Totenhausen. I hope I'm saying the name right.
You didn't get the name there? Or
no, it was
did you see it written?
I saw it written. They have a big sign behind them that says Die Totenhausen.
You don't know what it is.
But they were real good.
Yeah?
And they did a song.
Were they foreign or they American?
Oh, they were foreign. They were, I think they were British, but who knows? They could have been German with a name like Die Totenhausen.
Uh-huh.
They were like a punk band, but they were just really good.
Wow. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah. And they did a really cool version of, you know, like Guantanamera?
Yeah.
They did a punk version of it that was unbelievable. Guantanamera. I swear to God, it was kick-ass. Yeah, it was like one of the weirdest things I'd ever heard, but it was good. And I would buy a record of theirs if I even could find their record.
Never heard of them, huh?
Ralph, what was their name? Die Totenhausen?
Yeah, I can't pronounce it, but it was something like that.
But I didn't want them to get off the stage. They were great.
They were really good.
Yeah.
They were better than everybody.
But me and Ralph had gone there, especially Ralph, because the second group was Pansy Division.
Right.
Which was an all-gay band.
And don't they, like, expose themselves and stuff?
Well, yeah, we couldn't wait to get there because what happened was as soon as we got there, everyone, like, from the Coliseum was saying, evidently, when you worked the Coliseum, they went down to Philadelphia to check those guys out the night before to see Green Day because they like to see how the concert goes, what they should be prepared for, and all that kind of stuff.
That's a nice life.
Yeah, well, but it really is part of their job because if there's any kind of trouble or potential trouble, they want to know about it. So evidently, in Philadelphia, when the Pansy Division went on, which is these 3 gay guys who just every song is about getting stuff done to their buttocks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to hear their album too.
And they come out with like a big dildo, and they're playing with the dildo. They're real gay. They're super gay.
They're doing it to the max.
Yeah. In fact, during Die Totenhausen, like a lot of kids were coming. I waited for the house lights to go down. You can't really stand at the side of the stage, so me and Ralph just made our way into the mosh pit thing, So once the lights are out, like a lot of kids knew who I was, but they just
the ones on the outside.
Yeah, they would scream my name and stuff, and I just ignored them, because I wanted to get into the show.
So you were in the mosh pit?
Well, kind of, yeah.
Wow.
Right next
to it, yeah.
Are there seats next to the mosh pit?
No, I was standing.
Oh boy,
how big is that, Howard?
Oh man, it was scary.
The
rock and roll has gotten very angry. I got to tell you something. I've never seen anything like it. Like kids, I saw 11-year-old kids coming out of that mosh pit.
Really?
Yeah, little kids, and getting thrown, and people just take them and chuck them out onto the floor.
Well, I heard that the injury rate at concerts is way up.
It's got to be
because of it.
It's got to be. I saw one guy drop on his head. Then some girl took her top off during Green Day. Then she took her bottoms off, and she's up on this guy's shoulders.
She took all her clothes
Yeah, and the
off.
guy from Green Day, like this naked girl sitting on this guy's shoulders.
Oh, man.
The guy smelled like tuna fish. Full access. And the guy from Green Day from the States said, hey, just because she's naked, don't rape her,
Why not?
Ralph yells out, why not?
Isn't she asking for it at this point? When are you asking
Yeah, at some point, isn't someone asking for it? They're in a mosh pit naked with guys handling her and passing her around.
Oh, man.
She had a nice body, too.
At what point are you up for everything?
Yeah. At what point is the judge going to say, okay, you did the right thing?
But she had her top off, and she had her hand over, and she was swinging her top around.
Why did she take her top off and put her hand over?
I don't know.
It was very frustrating.
Yeah.
And then
she's a stripteaser.
Yeah.
So anyway, we get to... So that was, so we saw Die Totenhausen.
Yes.
And then, so Pansy Division came out, and the word was that in Philadelphia, when Pansy Division went on, the crowd went nuts. They wanted to beat them up. They were trying to storm the stage. Because, this is mostly like 15 and 16-year-old boys who are having questions about their own masculinity. And suddenly there's a band up there, and these guys are going around singing about getting stuff done to their butts.
See, I was going to ask you, if Pansy Division is that out there, have times changed and guys aren't all crazy about that anymore?
But I'll tell you something. The crowd at the Nassau Coliseum, while they weren't raving about them, because it was really weird. Like, I started, moving around trying to dance or tap my feet to the Pansy Division, and then all of a sudden I go, wait a second, I'm tapping my feet to a guy talking about getting stuff done to his butt.
Yeah, I'm giving the high sign to a guy who's saying, hey, I want...
Yeah, because I said to Ralph, you're dancing a little too much here to the Pansy Division. Everyone was standing still during Pansy Division.
You gotta watch what you do.
Gotta watch the body language.
Yeah, they were rocking and stuff, but...
Are they good?
Yeah, they were good. I enjoyed it. I met the guy from Pansy Division afterwards.
Yeah.
Because they're big fans of our show.
Oh, really? We should have him here then.
Well, what happened was, I'm standing during Die Totenhausen, which is no gay band. They were very macho, masculine rockers.
They were gay bashers.
Yeah, they weren't gay bashers.
There were fights backstage.
Yeah. But anyway, while I'm standing there, some kid comes up to me. He must have been about 15 years old, and he's chubby little blonde boy. And he comes up to me and he says, he's like, no. I go, dude, I can't hear you. Talk to Ralph. Ralph will hear you. So Ralph is rapping to him and stuff, goes off to the side of the stage. And turned out it was the drummer from Pansy Division.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, I blew him off.
Big fan.
Big fan, but I couldn't hear what he was saying. He's a little tiny guy. He looked like he was 15 years old.
Mm.
And they're so proud to be gay. They're more proud to be gay than I am to be.
It never struck you that way.
The guitar player, the rhythm guitar player, was so gay. I mean, I've never seen a guy.
I gotta see this group.
Yeah,
I keep hearing about them. I'm dying to see them.
They are so gay. Yeah, they were like the gayest guys I'd ever seen.
What does the crowd do when the announcer says, and now here's...
Well, they don't announce them.
Does that bring a wild...
Well, first of all, it takes you about 20 minutes to realize that they're singing about gay stuff. Because, they're rocking and stuff. But all of a sudden, you start listening to words and something's a little bit off. Because they're like, I need a date with a guy. I wish he'd take his underpants off, and, it's like, it's like, whoa.
It's so nice.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, I don't want to be tapping my feet to this.
I mean, they're really singing his butt was so nice.
I can't even tell you what they were singing because I'll get thrown off the air about the stuff that was being done to their butts.
I got to get this album.
Oh.
That stuff works. I got to go out and buy it.
Yeah, well, they're really into it. So
how about that one song where they started outing everybody?
Yeah, then they start...
Oh, they sing about who's gay?
Yeah, they sing about who's gay, and then all of a sudden they start yelling out guys' names, which I'm going to refrain from doing here because I don't know how actionable it is, but they added...
Shockers in there?
Shockers, Jackie Marlowe's name was there. I didn't know you were gay. Jackie Marlowe. All of a sudden the lead singer starts like screaming out who's gay.
Wow, and you can't tell me, you can't sing the song to me.
This is some song. I mean, they're yelling out names. There was no...
I just want the part where they yell out their names.
I'll tell you off the air. So,
Do you believe them?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like homo news on stage, you know. It was like, and now the homo news. Yeah, so they had Pansy Division, and they really looked gay, acted gay, sang about being gay, had queer T-shirts on, and all kinds of stuff.
And Lance said the night before they were making out on stage.
Yeah,
they were making out on stage.
So I guess it's whatever moves them on a particular night.
Yeah, well, we were looking forward to watching them make out and get undressed on stage and stuff, but they were pretty calm at the Coliseum.
We wanted to see really gay stuff.
Yeah, we went. Yeah, we were like I want to, you know, what happens
your
is
money back. You were ripped off.
Well, between groups, you know, the house lights come up, so I would be standing like sort of in the middle, and the first after Die Totenhausen, I got caught with the lights on, and everyone was screaming Howard and like, you know, grabbing me and stuff. So I wanted to get inside, so I was ready to leave when I thought Pansy Division was done and just stand backstage till Green Day came on, and Ralph says, no, we better wait, because they might start doing real homo stuff. And, you know, if they're on stage doing homo stuff,
you don't want to
we want to be here for that when the crowd goes nuts.
There's no side stage to Napa.
No.
Well, they had a simple stage. It was like up, so you really couldn't stand on it. And there were, you know, it wasn't real busy, so there wasn't all this stuff around you could kind of hide in.
So you weren't on the side of the stage. You were like sort of up front, right?
I was in the audience.
Because Stuttering Vic, I guess Robin gave Stuttering Vic, you know, 2 of her tickets.
Yeah.
So he went to go say hello to you, and some huge guy pounced on him, said, leave him alone!
Yeah.
And he goes, no, I work for him. He goes, I don't care, leave him alone!
Yeah, well, it was getting kind of nuts. It was getting a little nutty. Because I was standing there watching Green Day, and some kid came up behind me and started choking me.
Oh, no.
He was a fan, I think, but it was getting a little crazy.
Was it like, how?
Well, you know what it is? Normally people wouldn't be that physical, but when you go to these shows, everyone's beating each other up.
It sounds like everyone's in a frenzy.
Yeah, they are. Well, that's nothing. So I'm backstage.
We were right on the side of the stage where they were taking they passed everybody would body surf to the front of the stage, and then the security guys would help them off, and they would run around the side, and that's where we were. So these guys were all hyped up and running by, and then they spot you and go, Howard! And
they get all, they're all charged up.
To the side.
Yeah.
Kind of
so anyway, then I went back, so I decided to go backstage after Pansy Division, and then all of a sudden I turn around to see Ralph, and Ralph's got 2 hot broads with him.
Oh, really? Where'd they come from?
Well, I'll tell you. So, you know, I turn around, and it's like this blonde who is a knockout. How old was she?
I think she's like 25.
25?
23.
I mean, with big breasts and a nice ass. I mean, a knockout with like a belly ring and a nose ring and a whole thing.
She's got all the piercing and everything.
Yeah, and she had her concert outfit on with big giant clog heels and stuff. And then, so Ralph's talking to her, and she has a friend with her who's a brunette that's wearing like a little tiny mini dress. Like a schoolgirl dress with those stockings that kind of come up at thigh-high stockings with heels and the whole deal, you know, and I'm like, so Ralph's rapping to them, and I go, wait a second, I'm walking around backstage, a lot of people here, so suddenly I'm not with my wife, I'm out with these 2 chicks.
All you need is somebody to see you.
I just kept my distance. Ralph stayed with them. I didn't go near them.
Why were they talking to Ralph?
Well, Ralph knew them.
Oh.
But Ralph, you know, you can put Ralph down all you want and stuff, but girls seem to really dig him. I mean, he must be a good-looking guy because look how happy
I can put Ralph down all I want.
Yeah, I mean, I can put down Ralph all I want. But, you know, he must be on some level a good-looking guy to women because, like, these girls were either that or I have a feeling they were trying to get to know me.
See, that's what I'm thinking, that there's this Ralph's the door they got to get through.
Yeah, because these were girls who, like,
you would figure out.
These were definitely girls who wanted to hang backstage. Because now that they were with Ralph and me,
then they were happening.
Then they were happening, and they got to stand wherever they wanted. They had full access.
And there was nobody backstage. I mean, that backstage scene was weird in itself because there were no hot girls. You know, it's not like a Van Halen
because Green Day is anti everything that is show business.
Good.
You got to hear
like
this.
That.
No, they're all guys and a drag queen.
Yeah, drag queens and guys with like lots of tattoos and spiked hairdos.
What are the drag queens doing?
I don't know, but there's drag queens back there.
It had to be. I mean,
and all these bands are like into sort of being vague about their
Yes.
Like they're all making like Green Day was up on stage screaming out for boys to throw their underwear up on stage. You know, and I was like, whoa.
Well, see, somebody here told me last week that they were all gay.
Yeah, well, they might be. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know, but it's very difficult to figure out who's what. So anyway, so now I'm backstage. Ralph's got 2 chicks, and when Ralph has the 2 chicks that he's working, suddenly now I'm by myself. And Ralph's supposed to be there to, you know,
sort of take care of you.
Yeah, but he forgets everything. Now he's got chicks. And since I can't get involved, and believe me, I wanted to jump on top of these girls and start rapping to them.
we would have had a party.
Yeah, I said to Ralph, if I was single, take them back to my house, get the 2 girls over my place, and I'll make love to both of them while you sit and watch.
Yeah.
That's
Where'd
what
the
the
house
go.
come from?
What?
Where'd the house
Oh, that's right, my wife has it. All right, anyway, so...
Make her leave.
All right, my bad apartment. My rented apartment.
That's right.
Yeah, right. So anyway, so Ralph's rapping to the 2 chicks, and I'm walking around, and now, as soon as Ralph leaves my side, every kook in the world is coming up to me now for autographs, pictures.
Where was that, in the office when I walked out of the...
No. When we were just standing by the side there.
Yeah, when we walked.
Yeah, some woman screams out, "I'm the woman with AIDS," and you know, and I'm like, "What's going on here?" It was like a 3-ring circus, and of course Ralph is tied up with the girls.
I got distracted.
He doesn't even know that you're getting into trouble.
No, so I immediately, and then there was some guy in the corner like, "I'm a big fan." I go, "Oh, thank you," and then he goes, "You know, I listen to the show every day." Oh, okay, thanks, man. Thanks, dude. You know, I'm very complimented. Thank you. Well, don't you want to say something to me about it? You know, it's just like, you know, this is what's going on while Ralph's scoring with 2 chicks. And meanwhile, he's scoring because he's with me.
Right.
Because these girls, what was that? One of those girls, that girl was a dancer, right?
One girl's a dancer, and her friend, I think.
The blonde.
What do you mean dancer?
Like a dancer.
An exotic
Not a stripper.
An exotic dancer.
That's a stripper.
I think she's a rockette.
Is she a stripper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. She is hot.
Yeah, she's hot.
So anyway.
Really hot.
Exotic dancer.
So anyway.
Pretty, too. I mean, she's not, like, up close, you know.
She withstood all tests that I gave her.
And the other one looks like Marissa Tomei when she dresses up hot.
Yeah, but I could barely look at them because I didn't want anybody thinking, because at one point, one of the security people says, "Here, these 2 girls with you." I go, no. Let me explain.
Let me correct.
These 2 girls are with Ralph. They are not with me. I don't know these 2 girls, and this is not my situation, okay?
Let me get your name for the deposition.
Yeah, I want to go on record right now. You
are my witness.
Yeah, these girls are not with me. Because,
you couldn't...
It's hard enough for me to get out, out of the house without my wife yelling at me. So now, all of a sudden, I got 2 chicks with me.
You know, you couldn't talk the whole show, but he said that in the middle of the concert, and you managed to explain everything to him. You were, like, yelling. Never mind.
Thanks, Ron. Okay, so anyway, I don't know. Just don't break into my story, all right? If I ask you a question, you can talk.
Okay.
So, retard. So then I have to make my way backstage, and I'm just, I'm sitting around, just trying to find a room to sit in. Ralph is out front with the girls, so I'm sitting by myself, just watching the Knicks game. Mm-hmm. And, and then Lance came in from the Coliseum who said that Green Day definitely was a weird act because he says they show up at the Coliseum in their tour bus 8 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Yeah.
Now, and they just stay there the whole day.
Ugh.
And in their contract, you know how like most bands want certain foods and certain everything to be taken? They don't want any food. They don't want any furniture in the dressing room. Nothing. They want nothing. And they just stood around the Coliseum the whole day waiting to go on. Nothing to do.
Wow.
They didn't go to a hotel, nothing. They just stand there. He said they just hang out. They're
doing it to the hilt. They want to make sure they're not in show business.
Like, you know how Van Halen will show up 10 minutes before the show and they have them brought in by helicopter?
They don't even see their instruments until they're on stage because there's a roadie who knows exactly how Eddie likes his guitar tune and the whole thing.
No, a whole different thing, a whole different mindset.
And you don't see the band wandering around.
And you know that it's not like... Well, you do. Like the band, like the lead singer was standing next to me during Tottenhausen.
Van Halen, you don't see them wandering around, but Green Day, you see all the guys.
Yeah, the guys are just hanging around. They don't act like stars or anything. It's like it's a whole mindset, you know? It's like a way you have to be now. And they only charge $12.50 a ticket, which means they made absolutely no money on the day.
That's all the tickets cost?
Because I've played the Coliseum, and I know what the business behind the Coliseum is. You can't charge $12.50 a seat and make money, not with all the unions and who you have to pay.
Wow.
$12.50.
That's amazing.
And in this day and age, but they don't want to, like, gouge their fans. But, of course, as I made the point, everyone who works for them will make money. All their management will make money, but they're going to end up broke. And you know how embarrassing it's going to be former member of Green Day working in a gas station?
Yeah.
You know, like when they're all done?
You're a used car salesman.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, like, Ralph was saying to me, hey, man, you know, not everything's commercial, and, like, it's cool. Like, he started arguing with me. It's cool, you know, in front of the chicks. You know, it's cool, man. Everything doesn't have to be about money. And I go, hey, douche. Everyone here is making money. The Coliseum's making money. The guy from the record company's
the only reason to do it.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing it, and you know what's going to happen? They're going to have all this fame and everything, and have all this success, and it might be gone in 10 minutes, and then they're going to be broke.
Yeah.
What's the point in that? I don't care how much of a punk you are.
Well, they sure aren't spending money on their hair. I noticed that.
Yeah.
I saw them on Saturday Night Live, and I thought, geez, did they just have some people come in off the street?
So listen to this. So meanwhile, I find out that, you know, they just hang out all day, and they got, you know, there's no furniture, no food, nothing. No glass of water, nothing. In fact, Lance didn't even know what
they were.
It was just like, he didn't know any, you know, it was like, how are they surviving? They're like cockroaches, you know, they're surviving with nothing. So they're a low-maintenance band, let's put it that way. So then I wanted to make sure I didn't miss any of Green Day, so I'm walking around backstage at the Coliseum, and all of a sudden, this fight breaks out where this guy is smashing bottles on the floor. I'm getting real nervous. So the cops start coming over. I turn around, it's Green Day. They're smashing bottles over each other's heads and on the floor.
Spraying beer all
over the place. This is like right as they're about to go out.
Is this how they get worked up?
And they get worked up. Now, wait a second. Then the three of them, in unison, start climbing a wall. Like literally, like jumping, like frantically. I got to show you how they do it. They're like this. They're like moving around and stuff, freaking out. And then one of the guys starts ripping out his own zipper, and starts to pull his weenie out. And guys were like banging into each other and stuff. And
are you sure this was the band?
Yeah, it was the band. I was standing right next to him.
Music's got a little weird, man.
Oh, that's funny.
And then they were all psyched up and ran out on stage. Now, we were waiting to go out and watch them because we had heard that the night before in Philadelphia, everything happened in Philadelphia.
Yeah, you got a good concert in Philadelphia.
Someone told me the night before that the lead singer, Billy Joel, or whatever his name is, Billy Joe, he just came out after one or two songs and then stripped down to just his shoes and played naked on the stage.
We left early. We might have missed that.
We might have missed it, but I don't know. I read the review in the paper. They didn't say anything about it being naked.
They would have mentioned that.
Yeah.
Now, what's the makeup of the audience?
Well, it was real young.
But there's a lot of girls out there?
No, mostly guys beating each other up.
Just like head bashers.
Yeah, and there were some hot girls, but
they were all dressed down, and they weren't like...
Well, that's what they always... The new concert dress is to dress in something that you don't mind having destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah, well, anyway, the two girls that Ralph had procured...
They were dressed up.
They were dressed up real hot.
Yeah.
They had... concert clothes like the old days.
Now, they don't go around and have spotters picking girls out of the audience?
None of that. No.
The only hot girls backstage were the ones who were
guys.
Yeah. It was all guys. And there were people on the side of the stage during Green Day, and it was like 10 or 15 punk-looking guys. It was all guys.
Yeah, it's all guys around them. And then, there's, guys who stand behind them who are all, tattooed, and their shirts are
spiky hair.
Yeah, well, there was, on Saturday Night Live, there was just a guy sort of hanging around the speakers, and I didn't know, is he in the band?
No.
Okay.
He's just a guy who stands there. But they had 20 of those guys Friday night. So I stood there and watched the band. I had a good time. They were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Green Day was real good. They've got a great sound. And, I guess some of the kids in the audience figure, hey, Howard's there. He's one of us. And they get nuts and they want to, mosh with me.
You.
They want to grab me and stuff. I'm not into that. And then one of Ralph's girls. So then I said to the guy from the Coliseum, Lance, I said, hey, how long does Green Day play? He said, about an hour. I said to Ralph, what we're going to do is, about 5 or 10 minutes before the end of the show, I want to just grab my car, because we went over in my car. And I said, we'll grab my car, and we'll just split, because I don't want to get caught in traffic, and I'm really beat, and I want to go home. Lance said, you could end up waiting an hour to get home if you don't get it together. Okay. Concert's going, it's going really good, and all of a sudden I said to Ralph, hey, in 5 minutes we're leaving, and we're getting out of here, because I want to be out of here before the lights go up. So, there it is. I tell him 5 minutes. I start to make my break for the door. This is why Ralph is never going to another concert with me. I start to make my break for the door, right? Ralph goes, hey, I want to get the number for the checks. So I said, dude, I got to go. I got to leave right now. I want to leave. So I start walking out with Lance, and I'm now standing and waiting for Ralph. And Ralph is rapping to the chicks, and Lance goes, come on, let's go. I said, you know what? This guy's got to ride with me. He's got to, I'm waiting now for Ralph. Hey, I said, dude, I'm not going to 9 Inch Nails with you. I'm not going anywhere with you.
You should have left him with the chick.
Yeah, no, wait a second.
You waited maybe 30 seconds.
No, you want to know how long it was? Even Lance and I were laughing. It might have been 4 or 5 minutes. So listen to this. So I'm now waiting to leave, and some kid is throwing stuff at my head. I had stuff in my hair. He was like throwing some goo. So I'm like freaking out, and I go, Ralph, come on. And the security guys are trying to get Ralph, and Ralph's rapping to the chicks. He's a douche. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get why he's there.
You weren't supposed to wait at all. Even a couple minutes.
When I say it's why didn't you start making? He always does this to me wherever I go.
He told you what he wanted to do. You should have gotten the number before.
I didn't
say goodbye to him.
I didn't take her number.
I started to say goodbye.
And I gave her my number.
He gave her his number. That's a move. Get her number, you imbecile. He talked to them
all that time backstage and never got anything.
No, couldn't exchange numbers, nothing.
It wasn't like it
wasn't like that for you. I was trying to leave.
I wasn't even trying to pick her. She's a friend of mine.
Yeah, she's a friend who the whole time home you were like, oh man, I wish I could get her. Yeah, okay.
I would like to, but she's a friend.
And well, everyone's your friend.
What difference does that make? We're talking about the timing of the whole thing.
So I'm trying to leave, and I just said, this is bogus. And it was real embarrassing because the security guys are like, hey, what's with this dude? So I just said, you know what, I'm leaving. That's it, I'm going. So then I started walking out, and Ralph came.
Yeah, that's what you have to do with Ralph.
I mean, I just said, I got to leave.
I was right behind you.
No, you weren't. It was really embarrassing, man. Seriously, it was really embarrassing to me because I was trying to get out, and people are chucking stuff at my head. And it's like, you're a nitwit. You don't know. This is what he does. Wherever we go, if I let him in the car, he opens up the door to the car, and he's all confused, and he's like,
Whenever he's supposed to make a quick break and just get out of the car
and go,
Ronnie. He stops, and he always has to get something out of the trunk, leave the door open.
You're an innocent, and you did it again to me. And it's like, I got to learn my lesson with you. You're a nitwit.
How's Lance?
You're a stupid idiot. What?
How's Lance like Ralph?
Lance didn't really deal with Ralph. You know what I mean? But he was...
So he must have been amazed that you're standing there waiting.
Hey, Ronnie. Ronnie. What is it? Ronnie! Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I'm talking to... You listening to the show?
What?
Are you listening to the show?
Are you awake?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give an example. How is it when we have to leave somewhere and Ralph stands outside the car?
Oh, forget it. Forget about it.
This is what he did to me at Green Day.
People are pounding on the windows and stuff, and Ralph was standing there, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, Ralph
that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Ralph will be like, I forgot my, I don't know, I got to get my bag from the trunk. He's like all confused.
His movements usually...
I don't like to be right.
We're all running out the door. He gets in the car and goes, oh, I left everything inside. I gotta go back in.
Yeah.
I never did that.
He leaves the bags inside.
That's not true,
inside.
Yeah, he's a retard.
That's not true.
So I go to Green Day, and I'm ready to leave, and I'm like, okay, man, let's make our move now real quick. We got 5 minutes here to get out of the Coliseum. Hey, imbecile is like rapping to chicks, and it's like, hey, dude, you rap to chicks the whole night. So stay with the chicks to make a decision.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's working or something.
Yeah. He's trying to make a living. So anyway, that was my night. And then, I finally got out of there and went home and went to sleep. And when I got home, my wife asked me how the concert was. I said it was awful.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, would she have enjoyed where you were?
No, she would have hated it.
So,
she would have hated it. She would have been miserable.
I want to sit down somewhere.
But I'm taking her to 9 Inch Nails so she can be miserable. Yeah, I'm going to force her to go so she sees me.
That's going to be. I mean, that's going to be a wild crowd.
Yeah, well, you won't know because you're not going to be with me.
Hope those girls can get you in.
Yeah, maybe they can get you backstage.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're on your own, pal. Dickhead.
I know the keyboard player.
I'm sure you do. All right. Anyway, so that's my review of the concert. Excellent concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Well, I gotta get. What is that? The Totenhausen and.
Die Totenhausen. Do they have an album?
I guess they do. They're going to be at CBGB's this week or something. I'm going to check them out.
Oh, good. That'd be cool. Yeah, good.
What, should everybody show up there to see you?
Yeah, you're going to be at CBGB's.
No, did I say that, Robin?
He's saying that, hoping he gets some free tickets.
Announcing where he's going to be.
No one cares where you're going to be. All right, very good, Ralph. Thanks for all your help at the concert.
I mean, I was
I'm walking around, and the guy's like, I can't leave yet.
Come on, man.
I'm rapping, man.
Understanding, man.
Understanding, man. I'm not understanding. Sorry, when I say I'm leaving in 5 minutes, say your goodbyes and let's go. Or tell me you're staying.
No. You want to know what happened? You said, Lance said leave in 10 minutes. He knew when the show was over. And then, 2 seconds later, you're like, come on, let's go.
No.
Yeah,
that's okay, Ralph, that's why everywhere we go, you screw up.
No, because you always do that.
Yeah, ask Ronnie.
All of a sudden, you're like, okay, come on, let's go.
And when I say let's go, it means let's go.
It's like the same thing when I'm doing work at your house and I have all my stuff spread around. All of a sudden, you decide it's time to leave, and you're like, okay, get out of here.
Yeah,
it's like,
so leave.
Let me get my stuff together.
Yeah, do it, and do it quickly. Learn to move.
You have no patience.
Yeah, this guy doesn't get it. He's the slowest thing on earth.
No, he's saying be understing to you. Like if
I move at a
if
certain pace.
No, he just used an example. He says
to hang around with him.
Yeah, it's like he uses an example. He goes, I have all my makeup and everything all spread around, and I have to leave. Now at the Coliseum, he didn't have any makeup or bags.
Yeah, what's his excuse?
Yeah, he had no excuse. It's like, hey, I'm leaving. Let's go.
All he had to do was move his feet.
Yeah, and he was looking for a pen, and he couldn't find a piece of paper. And it's like, dude, do that some other time. And if she's such a friend of yours, call your friend and get her number. Imbecile.
She moved.
And then he went back there afterwards to find them, and they were gone.
I didn't go back.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Went home.
They split. All right, very good. So that's my day at Green Day, whatever. Mm-hmm. But it was a good concert, though. Just rock and roll's gotten real violent, man. Holy mackerel! People are like beating each other up, throwing each other off the stage.
They had medics and stuff.
Yeah, they had medics being pulled in every 2 seconds.
There were thousands of injuries at Woodstock because of that mosh pit there.
It's cool.
I can't see how you couldn't get hurt.
Yeah.
I mean,
and everybody keeps saying, oh, but it's so great, man, when you have their body served and everybody supports you. Well, how come everybody's sick afterwards?
Yeah, everyone's vomiting. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back right after these words. Let's take a few phone calls, say good morning to everyone on a Monday. How many weeks left on my contract until I retire? What? 2 weeks?
11 times 4, 44.
44 weeks? How many months is that? 11 months?
11 months.
When we come back after our vacation, it'll be 10 months left? Oh. I just can't wait. I can't get up early in the morning anymore. I can't get up at 4. Most people get up around 7, they tell me. I can get up at 7 and be fine. It's something about getting up at 4 in the morning. I don't know, like today my upper back.
People keep saying to me, you'll get used to it, or you're used to it now because we've been doing it so long. There's no getting used to this.
Getting used to this.
Harder.
It's harder.
It gets worse.
It gets worse. It's harder.
Do you ever think you'd hear somebody say they get up at 6 in the morning and be jealous?
I know. Some guy was telling me yesterday that they get up at 7, to be at work by 9. I go, ooh. that's insane.
Sleeping in.
Something great about that.
Lazy thing.
And when the cold weather hits, I can't get out of bed.
It's the worst.
I don't know how my body knows it's cold, but it's cold.
And rainy.
Yeah.
Yeah, today it was hard to get up because of the rain.
Yeah. Hi, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yeah.
Howard. I was at Jackie's show the other day.
Yeah.
And he was such an idiot, man.
Oh, must have been a good show.
Yeah, exactly. He tried to kick me out because I went, boo-hoo!
Did he try to kick this guy out, Jackie?
There was no way to kick him out. There was no bouncer. If this is the guy, he did that like after every joke for like an hour and a half.
No, it wasn't me, though, every joke.
Gets old.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Well, Jackie does it after every laugh. After every joke.
What do you care what people do in the audience? Let them do it. You're there making money. Who cares? Let the guy go there and laugh.
So what'd you do to this guy?
Yeah, Jackie, how'd you get rid of him?
I didn't do anything.
No, he didn't get rid of me.
I just
He was
every 15 minutes or so, I would say, would you please stop doing that? It's driving everybody crazy.
That had to be funny, too.
No, it wasn't.
Everybody loved it. Guys who do that always think...
Yeah, they always think that it's the greatest thing.
Oh!
Oh, he's got that one, too.
I always thought that was kind of funny to go to Jackie's show and do that.
Yeah. I thought he'd goof around with it, but he didn't like it at all.
He doesn't have much of a sense of humor about himself.
No, I had a great sense of humor about it the first 10 or 15 or 20 times.
What, it reminds you of being here, Jackie?
That's why I hate it.
How did I know this guy would be on the phone today?
And don't accuse me of lining him up. I just plunked down these calls.
I didn't say anything.
Because after a call like this, Jackie goes, I know you planned this.
No,
well,
I knew
not only that, he probably thinks you put that guy in the audience.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's the other thing. I'll never forget when we did our Channel 9 show, Jackie, we did a roast of me, and, it was a good show, and everyone got up and did a little something funny. Gary, Fred, Robin, me, everyone went up and did something funny. Jackie went up, and it wasn't a great night for Jackie.
Jackie wrote his own stuff.
Jackie wrote his own material and was all set, and he went up, and listen, the laughs didn't come easy that night.
Let me just say this, because I do remember the whole process he went through before he went on stage.
Yeah.
For days, since he knew he was going to actually get to tell some of his own jokes and get a few minutes of his own.
Yeah.
He wrote, and researched.
And he was all excited because this is the first time in the show history he was getting to be Jackie the Joke Man as opposed to writing for me or for one of the other guys.
That's right.
He was now getting to be Jackie.
For days.
He even sat in the other room, the joke lounge over there.
Yes.
And had a little tape recorder, and he would say the jokes into the tape recorder.
Right.
So he could test himself, to rehearse and practice, and then he'd play it back and get his timing down. So he really worked on it.
Jesse 1, 2.
Why can't they keep Jews in prison?
Why?
I'm just testing.
Okay.
Why can't they keep Jews in prison?
Why?
Because they eat locks.
Oh, man, that's great.
What's safe distance from genius? What's safe distance from genius?
So anyway,
I can't complain. It was sold out. It was great.
So Jackie prepared for the big Channel 9 show and was all excited because Jackie, of course, always is downtrodden because I don't let him do his own material.
Nobody ever gets to see that he
is the funny man,
the joke man.
So I said, okay, great.
So unfunny.
And I was really happy for Jackie because I know it's important for him to have his identity as a comedian, and he likes that. So I was thrilled that he was going up there.
And everybody expected it to be his moment because he does this all the time.
He is the roast master general of the show. This is his, and I think because there was such pressure on him, he cracked.
That's right.
And he didn't put his best foot forward. And I remember, the audience was like, so Jackie come out and go, why can't you put Jews in prison? And then all you'd hear was. So then Jackie started.
I'll tell you right then, I could have killed for a ho-ho.
Right. And Jackie got really upset afterwards and angry. Wouldn't talk to me because I had planted everyone in the audience and told them not to laugh at his jokes.
Well, even while he was going through it, after he got to the fourth or fifth joke and nobody was laughing, he started badgering the audience and saying, I know that you guys set me up and you're not going to laugh now.
Yeah. And I went, oh, my God, now he's mad at me. This is all backfired.
How good is your memory, Howard?
Pretty good. Why? What do you think?
Do you know who told me that everybody was told not to laugh?
Who? Who? Pat Cooper? Oh, you're kidding.
Who told you that?
Oh, the guy who's always straight with everyone? You're kidding. He went up. Oh, did he do that?
Funny.
So I went up to, you know what? You're right, because I went up to Pat after you told me that. I said, Pat, why did you say, Pat Cooper, the comedian, why did you tell Jackie we set him up? He goes, I didn't want him to feel bad.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, great. I said, that's great. I got to work with this guy, and you're telling him I set him up.
Right.
And this is like his big moment.
Yeah, you wanted to make it look like he stunk.
So Jackie was furious.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. I'm not talking to anyone. For 2 days, he didn't talk to anyone.
You want me to leave?
Yeah, he's going to leave and everything.
We didn't know what to do.
Wow. And then didn't you actually walk off this show, the radio show?
No. We had a fight of some kind.
Yeah. You were like totally mad at me. We didn't have a fight. You had a fight. I was like, Jackie.
Yeah, nobody could convince you that we hadn't done anything.
Right.
I said, Jackie.
Oh. Where's your memory, man?
What?
The way it went was, Jackie said to you, Howard, admit that you set me up. And you said, I'm not going to admit that. It didn't happen. And you guys got into an argument. And Jackie just goes, I don't have to stay here for this. And he left. I remember I chased him to the elevator the way we chased Pat Cooper. Yeah, remember you went to the elevator and you go, you know what, man? I remember you had your little bag that you carry, had jacket on. You just go, I don't need this crap, man. This is crap. And I go, Jackie, come on. And then the doors closed and he went home. And then you gave it a week.
You said you needed a personal day.
I talked to Pat at home.
Yeah, and you said you
need. Pat maintained his story.
Did he really?
I swear to God he did.
And that's interesting in light of how Pat's being.
Very interesting.
Hey, you know what's funny, too? That, like, because I remember Jackie I said, Jackie, man, you ought to mellow out, dude. I'm telling you, you don't believe me? I'm telling you, we didn't set you up at all. And Jackie goes, yeah, well, and I said, you know, hey, man, maybe you need a personal day. Because someone had taken a personal day. I think Gary had taken a personal day. So Jackie goes, well, maybe I do.
And he got up and
No, he goes, you want me to take a personal day? Is that what you're saying? You want me to? I go, look, man. If you need a personal day, go take it. He goes, well, okay. You want me to? And then he got up and walked out and went home for his personal day.
He came back the next day?
Yeah, he came back the next day.
You said he was sitting there and he goes, you sit there and tell me to my face you didn't tell everyone in that audience not to laugh. And you go, I didn't. That's a lie.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
I said, I can't believe this. I'm on trial.
Maybe I was drinking in those days.
Yeah, you might have been drinking in those days. So Jackie had a bad day at the show.
But it was
great.
Tough. I mean, there wasn't even a whimper.
Well, see, that was what was so devastating, that he had rehearsed it and timed it out, and he knew everything.
What it was that everyone else had kind of decided in their mind that, like, well, we're not professional joke tellers, so we'll get up and we'll just do our stupid, goofy thing, whatever it is.
What's the master?
But yeah, right, yeah. And the master was back in his lair in the joke lounge, talking it. Yeah, he talked into the tape recorder. He was even.
He played it for John.
Yeah, he played.
You did it in your little micro cassette recorder. You played it for John.
Yeah, of course I did that. He did it for everybody.
Yeah, because I remember
days and weeks and months.
No, it was a couple of days.
It was only a couple of days.
3 days.
That we do
3 days. It was like Wednesday.
Wednesday he started preparing.
Walking back there, you know that pink stupid little cassette player we have?
Yes.
It's like a kiddie cassette.
Yeah.
He was using that to tell the jokes into.
I know, and he was playing it for people, testing the jokes and everything.
Who discovered America, Robin? Have you changed that yet?
It was true, though. You were testing out the jokes.
Pink cassette player.
Hey, John, come on in here. I want you to hear something. This is what I'm going to be doing at the roast. Listen to this one. Did you hear about the new welfare doll?
No.
You wind it up and it doesn't work.
And you were real serious about it.
Governor Moore's Hotel, Friday night.
And I forget what I forget what the monologue was, but it was like,
I had like 5 or 10
Right, it was all angry.
Yeah, it was like angry. Yeah, right.
That's right.
You keep me from being famous. Christ killer. You bastards. Talking to 80 of your best friends in the world, saying what a creep you were, and they were all sitting there looking at me going, no.
Yeah, right.
But I remember I came up, and you were on one side, and Robin was on the other, and like you just made mincemeat out of me before I even opened my mouth.
That's not true.
That's not true.
You got the tape?
Yeah, you got the tape of that?
Not the show.
Let me see.
No, the tape of the show I'm talking about.
Yeah, the
Channel 9 show. Don't we have we have tape of that somewhere? It's probably buried. Jackie buried it. I got to take a break.
But you know what the other funny thing is? Jackie had helped Gary
prepare his material.
Gary got laughs.
Gary had some delivery that night. Gary nailed his monologue.
Gary got laughs.
Big laughs. Stuttering John got big laughs.
That's right, and he helped him too.
Richard Simmons got laughs. Sandra
wrote
Bernard.
lines for Buckwald. He got laughs.
He got laughs. Everyone he wrote for got laughs.
I'm getting pissed off.
And Jackie was so upset because it was like sabotage and it wasn't funny.
Right.
Because there was no way that material could have bombed in his mind. That was what was funny about it. That it bombed, and in his mind, there was no way it could bomb.
Well, that's why I wanted to talk about all the preparation he had put into it, because he really knew. He was like a scientist back there.
We had so much free time in those days, Robin.
Well, I remember afterwards, everyone came up to me. Jackie's monologue was really ugly, wasn't it? I said, listen, I thought it was okay, but it didn't go over so big. Then all of a sudden I saw Jackie and he wasn't talking to me.
Yeah.
He basically threw his stuff in a bag and split.
Yeah.
He'd never done that ever before.
After the show, he didn't talk to anybody. He just walked out.
I'm guilty.
You got to admit that's funny.
Oh, guilty as charged.
Why did you walk? Do you remember why you walked out?
I really thought that I had written some funny stuff, and whenever we always did a roast on Long Island, everybody laughed and had a free-for-all, because a lot of times you try and lines for the first time in front of a crowd, so the other guys in the dais always whooped it up to make it, fun and easy for the guy that's working.
Right.
And when I got up there, it was like just the greatest time you guys ever had to stare at me. So there was no help from you, no help from anybody. So it was like...
I mean, in all seriousness, it would have been brilliant had we planned no one laughing at Jackie.
Yeah.
Well, I was upset that we hadn't
done it. You just wrote an unfunny monologue so you could really get everybody going.
Not true.
I'll still stand by it.
I should have killed and I didn't. I should have killed and I didn't. I should have killed.
Howard ruined it again. I put together great material and everyone
I put together... Why didn't you cross the road?
Why?
Because he's cheap.
But it was one of those...
What really killed me was it was such a great show. That was the only low light of the show. Burgers got stuff thrown on him, and Richard Simmons...
Everyone was dressed up like a man who kissed Sandra Bernhard. It was a killer show. It was one of the best shows we did.
Except for my stupid joke.
We should have the tape any second. And also, you know what? I don't want to burn Jackie. I don't mean this in a bad way, but really, Jackie didn't help me with my monologue at all.
Is that right?
No.
I didn't say I did. Who said I did?
We did.
I did it all by myself.
Did you?
Yeah, I got it out of the... I went to the bookstore and got the Milton Berle joke book.
Yeah.
It's like 8 inches thick.
Yeah.
And I just went and looked up like nose jokes and stupid ego jokes.
Right. And you
Jackie
killed.
should have done that.
Yeah, well, that's because I thought of using rim shots.
Right.
But I remember, you know what? I remember, and I'm not cutting you up, Jackie. I remember that Jackie...
Why did you stop prefacing everything with, I don't want to give you a hard time?
Well, no, because I'm not in here to crucify you, but I remember that you started doing your jokes, and like after the second or third one...
You started yelling at the audience.
No, we all started looking at each other like... Because no one thought, when we did a roast, the last thing anybody thought they had to think about was you. You were a given. You were going to be funny. So nobody thought, what was Jackie going to do? And then all of a sudden you started doing it.
In all fairness, you guys should have checked Jackie's material and helped him with it.
Yeah, if all those people listened to it, why didn't somebody tell Jackie it wasn't funny?
Yeah, I think everyone was afraid to tell Jackie it wasn't funny.
What pissed me off is everybody had me laughing at their jokes, and I didn't have me laughing at my jokes, and I didn't have you guys laughing at my jokes.
Oh.
Wait a minute, so what you're saying is the other people weren't funny, but you laughed at them anyway.
Right, and
you
made it
expected
funny.
them to do the same for you?
Because Jackie...
Yes, exactly.
I see.
Much like you giggle when anybody sneezes, you know.
He's still working that through. There's still a catch somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he laughed at you.
I am the arbiter.
Oh. We still let him down in some way.
What do you got? You sure?
Is that the tape?
I got to
All right, here it is, the Jackie the Joke Man tape.
Fred, be ready with those laughs.
You don't have
I
it?
did show the tape, and when he showed it to me, I didn't laugh then either.
Oh, you didn't?
No, but I don't know.
I showed you the tape?
You didn't show him a tape.
No, he played you the tape.
Yeah, he played me.
He called you into the jock lounge and said, hey, you want to hear my monologue?
And then he was laughing at the jokes, and I just gave him like patronizing laughs, whatever.
Right. Well, you were afraid to say to him it's not good.
Yeah, because how do you say, hey, that sucked?
Right.
He's a professional.
Is that the truth, John?
I swear to God, because they were just kind of like...
You're hurting me now.
I don't mean to hurt you.
All right, listen, Jackie's had many a good night. It's just that night didn't shine.
You know what was really
we
funny?
move this along, I gotta go help John with his lines, Tony and Tina.
Yeah.
What was really funny was that Jackie was doing the jokes in the usual way, you know, where he tells a joke and he'd burst into a big gale of laughter. And he'd be the only one.
Yeah, this is great. Hey, everyone, it's my turn. Now I get my chance.
I am the arbiter of comedy.
Now because Jackie got up there with that attitude like, now everyone is going to see the truth.
That's right.
Howard's no good.
This is why I got a Friars Day for the roast.
Yeah, this is going to be it.
My audition.
When I get on, my 5 minutes will kill so bad. I will blow Pat Cooper off the stage.
That's right.
And the Youngman off the stage. Everyone. Howard is dirt.
Stand back, hacks.
This is
Let go the pro.
This is my A moment to be discovered.
50 years I've been preparing for this moment. The Jokinator! The Jokinator is coming to the stage.
So mean.
I'll be back.
This is my launching pad.
I'll be back. This show is seen by millions of people now. They'll all get to know the truth.
This is in L.A.
Yeah, this is national. National. Capital N.
All right, here he is. So here goes Jackie.
Howard, here's a man who takes credit for everything you say, yet the only thing funny about him is his belly button.
So true.
Please welcome the very bitter and the very upset Jackie the Joke Man Bartlett.
What is it, Gary?
I thought I remember that there was even a rap that Robin's setup was a setup.
Right.
You know,
Yeah. That Robin's setup.
Introducing him as bitter and unfunny, that laid the groundwork.
Yeah, right. Yeah, once he learned that we didn't set him up, it was like Robin's intro ruined it.
Yeah.
Short circuit.
A man walks into a bar. A woman goes into a store. No, a woman walks into a bar. Oh, jeez.
All right, so here we go.
It's over.
All right, this is his big moment. Look, you can't get out of the chair. Let me see what happens now. Shut up. This is his big moment. Now it's your show.
This is Jackie Uncensored.
Yeah, we'll see how funny this is, Robin.
Jackie Uncensored and Unedited.
All right,
this is what ruined it.
Stereo right here.
Go ahead, all right.
8 years I've waited to call you Big Bird to your face, you gawky bastard.
All right, go ahead.
They're not going to laugh at one thing I say.
No, that's right.
We'll laugh when they laugh.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's the deal. Okay, Howard.
Go ahead, get out all your anger.
Howard Stern.
That's good.
You take away his looks, his body, his charm, and his personality, and what have you got? Howard Stern. Gary laughed at that.
Gary.
Ooh. People say to me, Jackie, how can Howard act like such a jerk? It's simple, he's not acting. Oh, this
good. Now you realize.
I'm doing so much.
No, I was coming in because
it's funny as I remembered it.
You know what?
You were trying to help.
I was trying to help by filling in, like going, you see, he's that so fun. Anything. I was
bad enough. You don't have to lie along with it.
No, I really was. I swear to you.
Trying to lighten up the crowd.
I thought like if we had a little row going between you and me, like maybe they'd get into it.
Yeah, it did. You know, it's like throwing a cancer patient in aspirin.
All right. Now you're funny. All right, let's get back to it.
It's better than Henny, but at least he was old.
You know, at least
Howard.
now you realize that you need me.
Write me a joke.
That's what you realize. You need me.
I absolutely got to have you.
Go ahead, continue with your act.
I admit that Howard does work hard. He had to search far and wide to find a producer whose face he could make fun of.
There you go.
Okay, all right. Credit where credit's due.
Okay.
Credit where credit's due.
Okay, moving on. You're fast. All right, I gotta get. Okay. The producer whose face he can make fun. A producer.
There's lots of room for improvement.
You know, there's lots of little nuances in here. Did you hear after that last joke? You just right under your breath. You go, oh, there you go.
I was just getting nervous. I wanted Jackie to succeed that night.
At this point, it was getting uncomfortable for all of us.
Because I knew there'd be hell to pay.
Credit where credit's due. A terrific, skewed sense of humor, a brilliant mind, amazingly fast, a joy to work with. And think, I wouldn't even have met Fred Norris if you hadn't have called me.
Look at Fred. Look at Fred.
Oh, poor Jackie. You know wonder he was mad at me.
That was good.
He gets mad at me.
But I was even trying to laugh. You heard me in the beginning. I was the only one laughing in the room.
Robin did laugh, Jackie, in all fairness.
I didn't hear that.
See?
You have to go back and recap. Hiding from embarrassment.
Fred doesn't even want to.
Robin, is there a day that goes by that Jackie doesn't think he can leave this show and get his own show?
Not one.
This is it.
Even right now, he's having that thought. I don't think these people.
Sandra, you're friends with Madonna and everyone else. How's Jackie doing? Seriously.
What does Madonna have to do with it?
All I know is Jackie went into a real bad
he went to
depression.
a funk. He went to a funk.
Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm going out to the strip clubs. Kenny's Comedy Crapper. Joey's House of Ha-Ha.
Governor Morris Hotel, Friday night, 2016, with John Tarantino.
He really is funny. It was a bad night.
I've improved. At least say I've improved.
No, you had a bad night.
We haven't seen you do another roast.
It was your big night, and you were all excited, and you put too much into it.
I swear to God, right now, when he brought in the tape, I thought it was going to be funny.
What do you think now?
Now what do you think?
I am on your side.
A little distant.
No, I think Pat Cooper's crazy.
Right. Well, listen.
My CD is selling well, and I'm glad this is on it.
That's all. I'd put this on it if I were you. I think it's funny.
Oh, that's hysterical.
It's funny for all the wrong reasons.
Well, you know, everybody has a bad night. Everybody. A lot of pressure there.
Yeah, like right now, Bill.
I can wait it out.
All right, we'll take a break. I don't want you blaming me anymore when you have a bad night.
Okay.
Nobody believes in you more than me.
I know. Merry Christmas.
he still harbors resentment.
You know what? We haven't even brought that tape out in a number of years.
You finally got it through my thick head. I will admit it.
And anytime Jackie gets out of line now, we ought to keep that close by.
You'll never convince me that Star Search was sweetened, but that one I will do.
All right, there you go. Jackie the Joke Man Martling, and there he is and get his new CD. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Sal Governale, and on Monday's wrap-up show, we discussed Richard Christie's wedding. Who's coming? Not Robin, not Gary, not Fred, and maybe Howard. We discussed it, and we also discussed the fact that I may get a little crazy. Will I? Check it out.
And now joining us is the man whose wedding is causing great controversy and angst all throughout the hallways of the Stern bullpen, and that would be the only Richard Christie.
Well, it's funny how everybody always says that when you're planning a wedding, you're supposed to be stressed out and filled with angst, but I'm not. Howard is more than me.
Were you going to go in today if Howard didn't call you in? Because it sounded to me like he was debating what to do, what not to do. He was almost looking for you to come in and say, hey, it's okay if you don't come.
Yeah, I mean, it's his decision. I'm not going to, tell him either way, because whatever he wants to do, I'm fine with. Like people were saying, I didn't go to Jason's wedding, and that was my decision because I had something to do. So if Howard...
Do you regret that, by the way, now that you're having your own wedding?
No, not really. That was an awesome concert.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, Jason, but
you should clarify what you chose to do, because it's not like, instead of going to Jason's wedding, for people who don't know.
I went to see my favorite band, Coheed and Cambria, in Los Angeles.
But how many? You saw them how many nights in a row?
Well, I saw them 4 nights in a row in New York, and then 4 nights in L.A.
Right, so you could have skipped a night.
Yeah, but it was my favorite album. They played it in full the night Jason got married.
Can anybody here name a Coheed and Cambria album?
I
know you can. Can anybody else?
But that's why I like it. I don't like mainstream stuff. I like stuff, niche stuff.
Does it bother you that, you heard why Robin's not going? Fred's not going because he doesn't go to any of these things. Mm-hmm. And Gary said he's going to be in the Outer Banks, and Howard is struggling because he wanted to make plans with friends, I guess, they hadn't seen in a long time. I don't know. That was sort of the explanation I heard. But does it hurt if you know that he could be there and he doesn't come?
No, honestly, no. I mean, my main thing, and this is what I've said all along, I want my fiance to be happy. I want her to have the perfect day, and that's the most important thing. So even if I was hurt by Howard not coming, to me, my feelings don't even matter about this wedding. I want her to have the perfect day and her to be happy. And I think what's most important for her is that her family and that her close friends are there, and they will be. And I think she's going to be so excited about that. And whoever wants to come, they can come. If you got plans, it's fine.
How important is the wedding day to you, though?
Very important. I mean, I just, I'm with the most awesome person in the world, and I'm really lucky to have found somebody that I love this much. And then
your
really
wife's going to be there too, because I think you were talking about Sal.
Sal, yeah. Sal's my best man. So
is he?
Yeah.
It's not going to be your best man?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Fuck off,
So,
John.
are there going to be any hijinks at all? We're going to take your dick out at the
No,
ceremony?
I won't. I won't.
That's
I won't.
where the ring is.
No, no balls are coming out. No Captain Sacks.
See,
No.
I'm surprised because you do
What?
No Captain Sacks at the wedding?
No.
Because you'll do that at people's weddings who don't want that to happen. Richard, I'm guessing, gives you the all clear.
Well, in the past, when I have done that at weddings, it wasn't deliberate. You know, I get really drunk and things happen.
I love at Billy Mira's wedding when you climbed up his wife's dress.
Yeah.
And you were singing real dirty Bon Jovi.
What did you sing at Billy Mira's wedding?
Living on a prayer. I think I want to fuck your pubic hair or something like that. I don't know. Come in your pubic hair. I just grabbed the microphone. The guy, you know how the DJ goes around with the mic, and everybody's singing along the lines like, "Oh, living on a prayer." And I grabbed it. I looked at Brian like, "I want to come in your pubic hair," and you know, and there was like an 8-year-old kid on the dance floor, and the mother grabbed the kid by the sides of his ears to cup him and dragged him away. But again, it wasn't. You know, it was good old-fashioned alcohol.
Is it going to be a first dance for Richard and his wife, and then one for you and Richard?
Whatever he wants.
I know you two are going to dance together. I know that's inevitable.
That'll happen, I'm sure.
I said the only thing separating me and Kristen is pretty much the dress. I mean, that's the only difference.
Well, and a vagina.
Well,
do you think
and even that's up for discussion whether that's what's separating you?
Put some hair around my asshole. Richard will go to town.
Do you think Howard should go to the wedding?
Do I think he should go to the wedding? I think he should do whatever he wants. But if he's miserable, by all means, no. If you're miserable, nobody wants somebody miserable there. And he's made it clear that he's going to be miserable. So if Howard's going to be happy with his friends away, by all means, I suggest he does that. I've been to weddings that I didn't want to be at. And all you do is stir your coffee, listen to some shitty music, and you can't wait to get the hell out of there.
But are there things that you go to that you don't want to do, but you know that it's the right thing to do?
Yeah, home every day, pretty much. You know? But you
He stirs his coffee at home every day.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
But don't you
I'm gonna
think
drop cyanide in somebody's cup one day?
When you're in those situations, don't you sort of make the best of it? You typically like.
You do make the best. Look, there's a difference between doing something and not making people aware. But Howard has made it perfectly clear that he doesn't want to do this and that he's going to be miserable. The fact that he stated that already, I think it's acceptable for him not to go because he's made it clear. He's being honest.
He's at the point now. I think he's going to be miserable either way. He's going to be miserable if he goes. Not miserable, but you know what I mean. He's like, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? But if he doesn't, he's going to be like feeling all guilty and like I should be there.
But he shouldn't feel guilty because we don't feel bad about it. My fiance. I mean, honestly, though, my fiance gets stressed about this because when Howard kind of makes fun of our wedding and she gets really bummed out about it. So it probably is better if he decides not to go because I don't want her to be stressed out that he's here. That he's at the wedding.
Does it matter to Kristen? Like, is she at all like, oh, it's embarrassing if he doesn't come, or is that no big deal?
No, that's not a big deal at all. No, she wants, the people that want to be there, and unfortunately, I think if Howard's there, my fiance is going to be worried the whole time that Howard's having a miserable time, and I don't want my fiance to worry about that. I want her to have the greatest day of her life.
So you're going to take the dinner and the gift?
He doesn't have to do the dinner. I can tell that's another thing he doesn't want to do.
Do you get insulted when he says, "I'll take you and your former intern fiance to dinner"?
No, not at all.
I thought that was a bit of a dig, right?
Well, that and I forgot what he said. I forgot how he described you as
Contest winner.
Contest
right,
winner.
Right. That was Rob who brought that up.
I've been dug at 1,000 times on this show, so no, digs don't bother me anymore. But he doesn't have to do the dinner. The gift will be great. I got to be honest.
Shoot us a number that works for you.
Did you have a number in your head when you were in there?
I really don't because
10 grand, Richard.
That's fine. That's great. I mean,
you have a number in your head, I'm sure, over there.
Oh, I do.
Hey, Rick, I will tell you that when I got married, Howard did the same thing on the air about what should we give you? What should we give you? And several friends of mine called me and said, you should thank Howard because he talked about it on the air about whatever was going to give. The guy said, I know for me, he drove up my price.
Yeah, he set the bar.
He set the bar. And a lot of people said, well, they went higher because they heard what Howard was talking about.
Yeah, when Howard said today, he goes, if I do attend, I'm going to give you $200. I was like, shit. I wanted to bring up something as well. I love the Richard style for this wedding. It's not the traditional wedding. Like, he's doing something that I've never seen before.
What's that?
And I wanted to get your opinion on how you think Howard would feel about it. He's not doing assigned seating. It's just sit at any table that you like for the dinner. And I was like, wow, because, that's a pretty big thing.
So everybody said that's one of the most stressful things about a wedding is deciding.
Putting it together.
Yes, we're like, well, then let's just avoid that, and people can say what they want.
But there's also a reason why you do that, because then it's just bedlam.
So Howard shows up, sits down.
Right, so I want to get your opinion
173 people immediately go over.
Here's what I have in my mind. Aunt Gladys from Missouri just walks over to Howard, doesn't know who he is. Goes,
Scott the engineer.
Anybody sitting here?
Yucko might sit next to Howard.
Oh, might. Howard knows Yucko's going to be there. He might not go at all.
Yeah. It will be interesting to see who sits next to who and who gets avoided from our show, certainly. Ronnie, what do you want to say?
I just came in real quick to say I am going to the wedding. I could have been in Indianapolis, but I'd rather go to his wedding because I am preparing a speech you'll never forget.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Is it going to be like the one you gave at Bubba's wedding?
I thought you retired from these speeches.
I don't know. We'll see. At his wedding?
He just looks retired.
At his wedding, I might reconsider.
I told Ronnie, I said, Sal's going to be my best man, and Ronnie's going to be my best old man.
But, yeah, the speech is in the works.
You think Howard should go?
He doesn't go to anybody else's, really, so I don't know.
No, you're not answering my question.
If he's not doing anything, he should go.
In the mic.
I'm talking in the mic.
Well, stand up and talk.
Lower the mic.
Oh, don't you start with me, because he had all kinds of ideas that I should make a speech with him.
No, you said, you go, you're making the speech, I'm making the speech. So I go, well, then maybe we could do it together.
No, but you came up with the idea I should do the best man speech.
I said you could tackle me and take over.
No,
your
that's
speech
not
will
what
be
you
better.
said. Oh, don't lie.
No, I said you could tackle
Why do
me.
you lie in front of everybody for?
I can see Sal doing a real thoughtful, nice speech.
That's
and
how.
I know
That's
he will.
I want to do a thoughtful speech.
Yeah,
Believe
but
it or
after
not,
a few
I do.
drinks, he won't. The thoughtfulness will go right out the window.
Well, that's when you take over.
Well, we'll have him do it early then.
It sounds like Sal's going to toe the line here.
No,
I don't believe that from
I'm
me.
having such a dilemma because when I'm thinking about this speech and a lot of funny things come to mind.
Here's what's going to happen. I know exactly how it goes. I know how it goes. Sal's on his best behavior, but then he gets there that day and he drinks because he's having a good time.
Sure.
But that's not the worst part. The drinking isn't the worst part. The worst part is he gets alone with his thoughts and he goes, I know that Richard's a good friend and I should behave, but I think people expect me to be funny.
It's gotta
and I
deliver.
don't want to disappoint.
It's gotta entertain.
Then he drinks a couple more.
Especially if Howard shows up. No way. Entertainer Sal. I'm making it perfectly clear right now.
That's what I'm going to do to him because that's what Spice Boy did to me at Bubba's wedding.
Yeah, but you being there and doing it is a little different than Howard being there and doing it because you said Howard egged you on at Jason's wedding.
Howard did. I mean, I was Howard's dancing bear at Jason's wedding. We were writing stuff in his book and drawing pictures of Gary. And
Everything but paying attention to your wife.
Everything but that. Howard told me taking my dick and smacking in Robin's pumpkin soup for fun. And, it even got to the point where Beth was like, Sal, don't do it. Don't. And she was like even saying to Howard, cut it out already. And so, no, I'm making it perfectly clear.
Does it ever dawn on you, go, you know what, Howard, I had a lot of fun, but I got to go hang out with my wife. I'm going to sit down and enjoy the wedding.
Absolutely not. I'm with her for the long haul. I mean, we're going to share a cemetery plot together. If I got a chance to smack my dick into some soup, by all means, I'm going to do it.
Honey, I could go to a wedding with you any day. I can only put my cock in Robin's soup once.
But I'm making it perfectly clear that it will be a sincere speech. There will be nothing crazy or wacky over the top. And, and that's
How
it.
come you can't look him in the eye when you say that?
I can look at him in the eye.
Okay, does that include, so you give the speech and that's sincere. Is there a possibility you might grab the mic at other times for some hijinks?
Let's say Ronnie grabs the mic and there's a song going on.
Don't bring Ronnie into it.
Well, let's say hypothetically there's songs going around and stuff. Yeah, but I will never be over the top and offend anybody because I love Kristen just as much as I love Richard.
But see, the thing is, I think when you've done these things in the past, you didn't think you were offending anyone until someone
Very
told
true.
you.
Yeah, it took 6 years of this show to, pretty much hammer it into my skull.
And there's also a part of you that I think can't help yourself.
Right.
I think so, too, and I have to watch myself. Maybe I'll have like 6 Kettle Ones instead of
But
7 or 8.
does Richard even worry about, is Kristen worried about anyone being over the top?
No, not at all.
So
because
it's
we
kind of
hang out with
anything
we
goes.
hang out with Ronnie, we hang out with Sal, we hang out with High Pitch Mike, and they're all our friends. So we know how they are, and we're fine with that.
Hey, it's Gary Delabate. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, talked to Benji about being late from coming back into the studio after a break, which Howard noticed. Also, I was pretty pissed off that Sal had bypassed me to go into the studio and sort of fucked up the flow of the show. And a listener called in and said, Gary, man, you sound angry today. And I was really pissed off because the guys weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. So check it out and see how pissed off I actually was.
Benji can't get back into the studio after a commercial. And Benji, today did you have like a medical appointment out in the halls, or were those guys here to shoot something for Howard TV? Can you explain what was going on?
Yeah, the doctor, Dr. Jonathan Gordon, and his...
You don't have to name him every
plug
time.
him. Just
and his hot assistant, Carly.
I just said don't fucking plug him.
Oh, okay. Well, don't...
In other words,
I said Carly and Dr. Gordon.
We don't need names.
Sorry.
Just tell us a story.
Okay.
Why were they here?
Yeah, I'd like to know. No, because I'm sort of... This goes to the next thing on the list, which is Sal bypassing me, which I'm sort of irritated that all the shit's going on that I'm unaware of that makes me look really bad to Howard.
All right, I'm sorry.
That included. So why did you need to be out there today?
The doctor was here. They were doing a behind-the-scenes interview with him for the show,
right?
For the TV show. And just while he was here, there were some things I wanted to ask him about real quick about my ankle.
But it looked like you were doing shtick for TV.
Okay. But
I'm asking you the question, because if there are questions you needed to ask him, it's different than you're doing shtick for TV.
No, I was concerned. Like I asked him if it doesn't hurt too much, is it a bad idea to walk around as much as I want, or should I try to keep it completely immobile?
Did you invite them up during the show purposely, hoping that maybe there'd be some?
I thought they would have fun up here.
Right, but why don't you tell me that?
Invite them up? What are you talking about?
How'd they get up here?
I don't know.
It was
Howard TV invited them up?
I guess so, yeah.
So you didn't know he was going to be here?
Well, when they did an interview with me yesterday, they said, "Oh, we're doing an interview with them tomorrow."
All right.
So
Again, you can't get a straight answer out of Benji.
Wait, did I
It's very simple.
answer?
Did you know he was coming up today?
I happen to know, yes.
Okay, did you know he was coming up in the morning?
I happen to know that, yeah.
Okay, great. That's what
How did you find that out? How did you know?
Oh, I know. I didn't know it was going to be in the morning. I found that out this morning. I found out that yesterday they told me when they were doing the interviews. Wait, what am I not answering, Gary?
You just it's like yes, no. I found out. It's all roundabout.
Okay.
I'm just asking a straight answer. When did you figure out they were coming in this morning?
I think this morning I was told that.
Who were you told by?
Definitely yesterday. They told me the doctor was coming up today.
Who's they?
People who work for the TV show.
Okay, so Howard TV scheduled them to come up here today.
As far as I know, yes.
Okay. Let's get someone from Howard TV down here so we can clarify. But another thing I noticed today, and I hope your ankle's getting better, I saw you had the boot off, you had it on. Were you doing some kind of physical therapy
I wanted to
thing?
show the doctor the blood has moved up my leg. There's like a big blood spot, and I didn't know if that was safe. I was concerned about that.
All right. We'll get to J.J. Abrams later in our show, but Gary, since you touched on it, we should talk about you being bypassed. So, I mean, there's this issue with Benji, and we'll get to the root of it and see where it all came from. But
really? You get to the root of it?
Well, we'll try. But with Sal, Howard was talking about how his favorite room in this entire place is Sal and Richard's office. And it's because that's where they do the phony phone calls, and they love going in there for prank calls, and Howard really gets a kick out of it, and he was reminiscing. And then all of a sudden, Sal pops up on the mic to play a prank that Howard loves.
I was livid the second I heard Sal in the studio doing that.
Why?
Livid. Because there was no urgency. You know, it wasn't as if, Howard, I just got this phone call, or I just did this phony phone call about Anthony Weiner. It's so good you have to hear it, which that isn't even urgent. So Sal knows he's supposed to come to me, and he walks in, he plays it. You know, now had Sal come to me, I would have said, let me hear the call. You know what? I'll play it for Howard during the break. I don't have to play it from him. And he would have gone, but he's talking about it right now. I got it, Sal. But you know what? He's riffing on some other stuff. Let's wait till the break to play him this call. And I called Sal into my office afterwards, alone without cameras. We did the one in front of the cameras. And then without cameras, and I said, you know what? You make me look bad. I said, I'm really, I'm not a hard ass to you. I don't yell at you. I don't give you a lot of shit. You make it look to Howard like I have no control of the office.
Why do people bypass you? You had Sal, you had whatever this Howard TV thing is. Clearly you weren't in the loop
that's different.
on
The
that.
Howard TV thing, they do their own thing. That they're fine to shoot their own stuff. Benji going there is a different thing. The Howard TV can do whatever they want.
All right, Ganji,
it doesn't have to affect us.
Did you invite them up here?
No. So what happened was Benji's doctor we needed to do an interview with for the behind-the-scenes show. He's got limited time, so we needed to. Usually we try to do stuff in the afternoon. He needed to come up at this time.
Got it.
We used the green room to do our interviews. So yes, we booked him to come up at that time to do that. I think Benji knew he was coming up and decided to come out to say hi. And then what happened was the doctor's like, Benji had a question about his ankle. Then the doctor starts going, okay, let me see it. And he kind of did like a little bit of an exam in the green room. So I think that's what took Benji so long to get back. So I think it was like, I don't think Benji had that intent.
Right.
I think the doctor was like, let me see it. And Benji probably was like, oh, okay, let me show you. And then they were talking
so
about
the door opens and all Howard knows is that Benji's doctor's out there and he thinks the whole thing's a big bunch of shtick.
Right.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Because Benji didn't explain it that way.
And I would also like to know when people are coming up during the show as well. In other words, if your guy's shooting a thing with a doctor and I got, say, J.J. Abrams in the green room across the hall, I'd like to know what's going on so it doesn't look bad to our guests.
Right, okay. I mean, I assumed you were CC'd and looped in on that.
Well, why would you assume that?
I just assumed you were.
I wish I was.
Okay, all right.
All right, so that explains that. And though when Howard started the show again and saw Benji's chair was empty without knowing the reason why, he was pissed. I mean, he was really pissed. And Benji, you just said, sorry, I'll be there the next time.
Right.
And hopefully that's what's going to happen. Now with Sal, this has happened before on the show. Not just Sal, but other people have sort of gone. I mean, the rule is if you want to go into the studio, let Gary know. And I'd say,
you know who's a great example of that? Who is literally the perfect person is Ronnie. Ronnie always comes to me, sticks his head and goes, he's talking about this, can I go in? And I almost always say yes, and sometimes I don't. But Ronnie always asks.
Yeah, and it's rare that you say no, or if you do say no, you give a legitimate reason why.
Yeah, and I, by the way, which I don't have to, but sometimes I'll be like, I think we're moving off that topic. And listen, Howard trusts me to keep the flow of the show of what's going outside in the office.
So having known this, Sal, why did you go in? Did you just feel like Howard was on a roll and you wanted to compliment it? What were you thinking?
I just used poor judgment. I really did.
But what were you thinking? Like, were you thinking that the call was so good?
No, apparently
that you had to get it to him.
Apparently, I wasn't thinking enough because I should have stopped by your office. And 99% of the time, unless Howard calls me in, I do go to Gary. In this case, I don't know. He was talking about the prank calls, the prank call room, and then he was talking about his prank calls as Fart Man. And we had a particular prank call that I thought would be real good. Now, I should have went to either Gary, which wouldn't have been a problem, or simply went to Will. 99% of the time, when Howard's discussing something, I just put up a note. I give Will the media and put up the note. I don't know why that I did it. I felt like maybe because we were somewhat of the topic of the conversation, it would be okay, but apparently it wasn't, and I do apologize to Gary.
Is it fair, Sal, saying 99% of the time he does come to you?
No, because it's 100% of the time. That's the rule.
Yeah, it's 100%. No,
I understand that he's apologizing, but he knows better.
I definitely, I made the wrong call, and I got my ass chewed out for it, deservingly so. I mean, Howard gave me a nice beating as well.
Well, Howard didn't love the call that you brought in there. That was the other problem.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
And by the way, if it had gone well, I'd have the same conversation with you.
Sure.
I really would. If Howard loved the call, I'd be like, you got to run that by me because it could have gone horribly wrong.
That's right. As far as the call's concerned, what baffled me about the call itself, I mean, this is completely aside from Gary, getting to the call. We've played that call numerous times. I even have documents of the call being played and comments being made about the particular call. But again, people change, times change, attitudes change, things change.
And that's my job.
And
my job is to decide.
Gary could have filtered that out.
Right.
So.
And if I made a mistake, again, I'll always take the bullet if Howard says, why didn't you tell me about that? Hey, Howard, it was my decision.
Yeah.
But it's got to be my decision.
It also seemed like Howard was in a real flow talking about the prank calls and where he was going. And when you get in his line of sight, you better have something great if you're going to interrupt
you're like
him.
a fly going right up his nostril. I mean, it's just bad news. And that's what I was. I was that gnat. And he whacked me pretty good. I walked out with my tail between my legs.
Biggs in Boston, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Gary, you seem very fucking angry today, man.
I am. I am angry because the Sal thing coupled with the Benji thing makes it look to Howard like I can't control the office. So I am angry.
Yeah, it's I'm a big fan. It's almost uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, you know what? But I'm dealing with stuff like, listen, Howard didn't chew me out, by the way. I'm putting this on me. But have you ever done something where your boss just thinks you can't handle your job and you feel like shit about it? That's how I'm feeling. And I'm feeling that I feel like I don't have control. So, yeah, I'm pissed.
Obviously it makes for great radio. I just haven't seen you like that, or heard you, I should say, like this in I don't even know when. I can't even say the last time that you've been off this angry.
Well, I'll be better in the second half today, I promise.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we had a girl in here earlier in the day who was smelling our armpits. So when we got on the wrap-up show, we started smelling armpits. And Gary smelled like onions. Benji smelled like asshole. And then I smelled like the greatest ever because I was wearing my Mama deodorant. So check it out and see what it's all about.
Over to Claire Sinclair, the Playmate of the Year. And she came in, she's dating Hef's son, she's sort of, all involved. But to me, things got crazy when the armpit smelling began. Now, I guess her theory was that she said that she could see, I guess, if she'd be interested in a guy, where it would go by smelling armpits. And the people the contestants were Gary, Benji, Ronnie, Howard, JD, Tim Sabian, and who am I forgetting?
Was Ganji in there?
No, it wasn't Ganji. There was one other person in there. I forgot.
Richard.
Richard Christie. How could I forget that? And her use of adjectives, I thought, were quite interesting. JD started, and you figured, who knows where it was going to go with JD, and he did okay. But then Howard went next, and she described Howard as odorless.
A ghost.
And Howard seemed flattered by that at first until she said, and that has zero appeal. You're some kind of weirdo. And
right.
I thought he was really taken aback by that.
Yeah, anybody is when when you're on the shit end. This is how I played it. She said I had an onion smell, and the only thing I could think of is I leaned in so hard on her that my mouth was near her mouth, but I haven't eaten onions in weeks, so I don't know what that was. But I'm going to go, Howard was a weirdo, and Benji smelled like an asshole.
Yeah, what was that
So I'm
about?
the best of the worst.
Well, yeah,
in my mind.
Being oniony.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way,
wasn't
musty?
Richard was musty,
but she
and gross. No, she said musty and gross.
Tim was very 80s.
Old Spice.
Old Spice.
That was so
Old
funny
Spice.
that Tim was old.
But Ronnie came off as what? Ronnie? What'd you say?
Mambo Man! And a little bit of B.O.
But she liked that, I guess, because it was natural smelling. That's what she was saying.
Yeah.
Like, I think what she said about Howard, that's what I would want to go for. I would love to be odorless, and I don't know why that's. I don't know why she thinks odorless is weird, but I think that's I think you don't want to smell too much like deodorant. You don't want to smell like BO.
Are you happy with the way you were assessed in there?
Does it make a difference?
Right.
Yeah.
How does it make a difference?
Well, it affected Howard. What she had said.
It didn't affect. I mean, it affected me at the time. It was like, oh, cool. I'm one of the cool guys in the contest now. You know what I'm saying? But as far as anything else, what the fuck do I get out of it?
It's very unscientific. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go home and go, oh, my God, how can I scrub the onion off my armpit?
Were you upset the way she described you as assholey?
Nah, it's cool. I actually think I smell really good today. But I haven't. I ate like tons of like garlic and shit.
I saw you when we first came. I was like the first one to come in the studio, and then I didn't. They hadn't picked you to be one of the guys until the end.
Yeah.
And I saw Benji sitting over in the seat, and he had his arms up in the end. He was smelling under his armpits.
I like the way it
to see what he smelled like.
Yeah, check me out.
No.
Come on.
No.
I'll check you out. Can I check you out?
I don't want you.
I'm so curious now. Aren't you curious to smell Gary's armpit?
Like, you want to see if he smells oniony?
Gary, I won't bullshit.
Okay.
I just.
You could smell my armpit, but I'm not smelling yours.
Okay. Thanks. I mean,
be honest, Benji. How does it smell?
Yeah, Benji.
Swear on my life, it's a slightly pleasant smell. Swear on my life, but I don't know if both arms smell like that. Well,
that's the one I gave.
I use tiny bit.
I use deodorant every morning.
Tiny bit sweet.
So where would the oniony be coming from?
I don't know. I like his smell. Maybe I like onions.
Wait, smell my breath. Seriously.
Okay.
Oh, they almost
you think that's oniony?
Your breath is not 100% fresh,
right?
But it's not bad. Right. But your armpit smells better.
Yes. Your onion armpits are one thing, but how do your armpits smell like shit? I'm way more like she's not fucking around. She took like a step back when she smelled your armpits. How could your armpits smell that bad?
Especially after we learned that Richard Christie was willing to stick his finger in his ass and wipe his armpit.
Well, actually, Richard stuck it in his ass, put it in my armpit.
It was really weird because Richard really came and asked me that. And I'm like, I don't think that's a great idea.
That surprised you that he asked you that?
Well, the other thing too, he goes, yeah, because I could get a rash on my arm. I go, what about her?
Yeah, well, I don't think that.
Yeah, come on, smell my armpit. Come on.
Teddy will smell it. Teddy's
all right.
He's not doing anything.
I love how Howard.
No, I mean he's not on the board.
I love how Howard tried to turn on me though right away when she said, "Hold up."
So what's
Teddy's face?
Teddy, what's going on?
It smells like my 70-year-old uncle.
No, what's going on?
He smells
like what?
Like B.O. He smells like an Italian hero.
Thanks.
But it's good. I don't know. It's musty.
What's funny? You've got the look of disgust on Teddy's face, coupled with the look of pride on Benji's face. But Ronnie, what were you just going to say?
she said I was okay and that I was in contention to be one of her fuckies, if she would, because I smelled the way I smelled. But then Howard tried to turn on me right away. Like, no, she didn't. She said you smelled musty and old, and like right away he was like trying to turn it around on because actually I got something positive said.
Well, I don't think it was you. I think he was just trying to move it. I just think he was trying to move the needle in his direction.
By the way, do you guys
exactly? That's what I mean.
Do you guys have deodorant on today?
I do.
I do.
I don't.
Well, I have Mambo deodorant on, dude.
Well,
seriously,
they make Mambo deodorant?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Is that you buy it in a store? Or you're mixing it at home?
No. It's a roll-on.
Ronnie,
It's a roll-on deodorant that I don't think you can buy it separate. If you buy like a gift pack, like say you go to Macy's,
that's the throw-in,
and you buy a gift pack. It's a throw-in.
So do you have like
the whole kit?
Do you have gallons of Mambo for those little roll-on things?
No, I don't use them all.
Are you a spokesperson for Mambo?
I wish I was.
Stockholder?
I should be.
I don't think they make it anymore.
Yeah, didn't we find out it closed down? But
No, they didn't. No, it's made by Claiborne. Okay, number one. It's not on the market in stores anymore, but you can buy it online, or you can sometimes like if you go to TJ Maxx, like one of those shithole places, they have it. Sometimes they'll buy like a truckload, probably,
right,
and they'll sell it.
Do you, I think like Ronnie might get it from Mexico. You know what I mean? Like great market.
Listen, I guess
doesn't it make you think when you can't find it in stores that there's something?
No. You can still buy it online at like all of these perfume supply places and all this nonsense. That's where I get it from.
And it's shithole places, to quote you.
Well, whatever. I mean, TJ Maxx. I mean, they buy stuff in quantity. And they put it up for sale real cheap.
Did you start with the Mambo perfume and then got the deodorant, or did you get them all at once?
No, the first time I got Mambo, I got it as a gift, long time ago, just a bottle. Okay, then I really liked it. I had been in the store and I saw they had a gift set where it comes with Mambo cologne, Mambo aftershave, Mambo deodorant, and Mambo after shower gel. Or Mambo shower gel.
What about Mambo bar soap?
No, Mambo shower gel. See, my weekend deodorant is Mambo.
Okay.
My during the week deodorant is Gillette.
Why?
Because it lasts longer. I noticed that the Mambo doesn't last as long.
When did you realize that?
Because when I started to stink.
So Gillette during the week, Mambo on the weekends.
Will had told me it was a possibility that I might be in there to get my armpits smelled.
So you prepared.
So I put the Mambo on.
The Ronnie sense.
And I got it down in my car. I got a little travel one. Like when I go to India this week to do the Rick's thing, I'll take that and put it in my travel bag because it's small.
Was the travel size Mambo part of the gift pack?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Mambo.
So on weekends...
But sometimes in the gift pack, they give you a large one. And sometimes they give you a small one.
Do you buy these gift packs for yourself?
But they don't have the gift packs anymore. You can't get gift packs.
But did you used to buy the gift packs
No,
for yourself?
I got them as gifts.
I understand that. But
because people knew I liked Mambo. Like, my son would buy it for me, say, for Father's Day. My wife would buy it for me for my birthday.
I mean, no disrespect to Mambo, but I had never heard of the brand until you mentioned it on the show a few years ago.
Oh, it used to be in the stores all the time.
So when you put on the cologne, let's do Gillette during the week before we do Mambo on the weekend. Where do you put it? Do you spray all over?
No. We're talking about the cologne, not the deodorant.
Okay, so deodorant, you just armpits and that's
armpits.
it.
Yeah,
okay.
What do you think? I roll it on
now,
my
what
body?
About, I don't know. What about the cologne?
That would be
the cologne goes on my neck.
Just on your neck.
That's it.
A drop, a splash. How does it work?
During the week here, at work, so it's not too crazy.
Right.
2 sprays.
Do you do it like a chick?
But weekends?
At Indy?
Yeah.
At Rick's?
Yeah.
Half a bottle, probably. No, but I spray up a lot more.
Get that horse smell.
Hey, because they love it, man.
Benji, did you see
the dancer chicks? They love it. I'm telling you.
Did you
I
see
get more compliments about that shit? Go ahead, Jason. Come on. Go ahead.
Benji, did you say you didn't wear deodorant today?
Nah.
Do you normally not wear deodorant?
Sometimes I do.
Look, what? What is that about? Well, clearly you don't smell
I need to
good.
get some more Tom shit because I don't like to use the chemical-y shit.
Yeah, but listen, you're a sweaty guy.
Thanks.
You are, and then you sweat, and why wouldn't you wear deodorant? That's like almost like not brushing your teeth.
No, I brush my teeth.
No, but I understand what Jason's saying.
I usually wear deodorant. I didn't today.
Oh, well, you just said you usually don't.
I knew we were doing the thing today.
Yeah, but I thought that was the weirdest thing ever with that girl today. A 20-year-old girl trying to figure out How she's going to fuck a guy by smelling his armpits.
That's a lot of studies say, like, I always thought we should do this on the show. I actually pitched once that, like, a lot of women can identify their husbands by the smell of their shirts. Like, you could give them, like, 20 shirts, and they could tell you which one was their husband.
Mine smells like Mambo.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we talked about the message that Sal left for Gary about being sick and how it sounded a little bit shady, and then Howard called Sal shady on the show, and that really ticked him off. So we heard Sal explain himself in only the way that Sal can, and you can draw your own conclusions from that.
Sal, glad you're here and feeling better.
Shady Sal.
You've got a big.
My name is.
You've got a big gig coming up, right?
Yeah, this Saturday night in Hollywood.
And you guys are just showing up, basically.
Thank you, Jason. That's coughing up mayonnaise. Fat fuck.
Langford said in the news that you guys are showing up, doing like a meet and greet kind of thing.
We're doing a meet and greet, but Club Bordeaux was rented out from Clean Box Entertainment. If you go to Clean Box where you purchase your tickets, we make it perfectly clear, not to mislead anybody, that it's not a comedy show. It's a meet and greet event.
Now, you do sound a little bit, like your throat sounds a little bit hoarse. What was wrong? Like, did you get like a 24-hour bug or something?
I think it was like 36 hours because once 6 o'clock hit in, I couldn't get out of bed. And I told my wife, I said, look, I should call Gary now at 7 o'clock. And she says, just barrel through it. You're going to be fine in the morning.
That's her way of saying, please don't stay home anymore.
Exactly. I said, well, I'd like to give Gary a head start just to make him aware of it. And what I was going to do is call Gary and say, look, if you don't see me in the morning, I'm still in bad shape. And she says, you're going to be in fine shape. Just take a shower in the morning. You'll be fine. I called up my doctor. He told me what to do. Take lots of Advil, drink lots of liquids, and just lay in bed and just fight off the bug. And that's what I did. I got up in the morning, hopped in the shower, got out. I was real woozy, and I called Gary at that time. And I thought it was my responsibility because Gary's made it clear to me. Look, get in touch with me.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with calling me.
Oh no, and I thought I used good judgment into thoroughly explaining it. Did I over-explain it? Maybe in Howard's eyes, but Gary, as my boss, I think I had to do the right thing. But the funny thing is, what really pisses me off is that when I got off the phone in the afternoon, my wife came by. She goes, the way I heard you in the morning, you explained every single solitary move. She goes, it sounded so like you rehearsed it almost. And I go, you know what? You don't know how the show works. I intentionally did that to make him aware of the state I was in.
I think when you got to the part about how you had to call Brian Phelan,
I don't know why.
I think that was completely unnecessary.
I got up. I took a shower. I agree with you there.
After hearing an explanation like that, do you think Sal is sick at that point?
I don't doubt that he was sick, but I think that no matter how sick you are, you need to. People always feel the need to make themselves sound sicker, so that you really can convince your bosses why you're not coming in.
Now, Sal, what after the over explanation, according to Howard, I mean, you sort of laughed that off, but then he said that you're awfully shady and something triggered in you.
Yeah, because that's wrong. I mean, don't call me. I wasn't shady.
Well, hold on. What does shady mean to you?
Yeah, because you've been called a lot of things, and
did you think it was racial?
No.
By the way, coming from the guy that calls you a pedophile every other week.
But I don't call John a pedophile.
When you hear the word shady, what does that conjure up in your head?
Children call him a pedophile.
What does that conjure up in your head?
Sal, that's shady.
It sure is, and I'm proud of it. I just thought it was like swarthy would be a good word.
So you did think it was racial?
No, swarthy's not a word. What's so funny, Gary?
But you think so? So shady? You don't like him referring to your skin color?
My skin, Gary. What the fuck is so funny?
Mark that down.
Did I say something wrong?
No. You're perfect.
I thought, it was just like...
let's go back.
Like shady, like a slimy scumbag, somebody, a manipulator. That's how I take shady. I mean, you can't, and I'm like...
But if he would have said you're an asshole, would you have gotten just as angry?
No, probably
There's something
not.
about shady that just got you.
Yeah, it's like that word gets under your skin.
Who's called you shady in your life, Sal?
Nobody really has, but... Shady's, call me an asshole, call me a scumbag, whatever you want. Howard does it all the time. He says it all the time. But Shady, he's implying that I deliberately lied. You're calling me a liar in this case. And that hurt. And it wasn't the case. And I think he knows more than anybody else. I certainly love being here. And that's why I made the effort to get up and get the fuck out of my house.
Well, after hearing that message, though, and the way you did it, it did come across as shady.
It came across that way out of respect to Gary because I thoroughly explained what I should be doing. Because one time I did not come in. I sent an email, and Gary made it perfectly clear. Listen, you call me up, you make me aware. And I did that. And did I overdo it? Yes, I did overdo it.
I didn't ask you to over-explain. One time you just didn't call me.
I didn't.
I didn't say call me and over-explain. I just said you got to let me know when you're going to be sick.
You just called Phelan, I think. You sent Phelan a text
you called an intern.
I called John Hine.
You called an intern, and you told an intern to tell me you weren't coming in. I want to just know what's going on.
Well, I assumed it was my responsibility to thoroughly explain it to you, and you can't foul me for doing something where I was thoroughly explaining.
No, it was just
myself.
we're not mad at you. It just sounded funny.
Well, if Gary,
I know you're not mad.
If Gary hadn't told you to do it that way, what would your phone call have been? Like, how would you?
I still don't. I would never. To me, it's shady to go, "Hey, Gary, I'm I'm sick. Goodbye." Like what? That just sounds odd. I just wanted to thoroughly explain to him what happened. This never would have happened if I didn't listen to my fucking wife, and I would have called Gary at 7:00. Everything would have been fine.
So this is your wife's fault.
Oh, yeah. In this case, it is.
You know what I'm really getting out of this whole thing is there's two people who don't want to be in the same house together so badly. You said this morning, I wanted to come in more than life. I didn't want to be home, and she doesn't want you to. She doesn't want you to stay. It's the craziest thing.
Didn't you have that story? And then I'm laying in bed, and she has all her goddamn shows on TiVo.
Well, didn't she
says she's busy all day. I'm watching Nate fucking Burkus. I'm ready to blow my brains out.
Did she make you sleep in a different?
I never even heard of Nate Burkus. She's got 11.
I don't know who that is.
It's Oprah's little protege guy,
I like
some
him,
fashion designer weirdo.
Who is he?
Nate Burkus.
And what does he do?
I know everything about this fucking
Tell
guy.
me.
He does. He designs furniture. He did clothing. How to set up your house. The only thing he's missing is a twat. This guy.
So how does Oprah treat him?
How does Oprah treat him?
Yeah.
I said, where the fuck did this guy come from? My wife goes, this is Oprah's guy. Oprah, like Dr. Oz was discovered by Oprah. This guy is the Dr. Oz of furniture and frilly shit. And so I'm watching this Nate Burkus stuff.
Do you think this Nate Burkus guy is going to succeed, Oprah?
He is successful. He's
why? What did Oprah tap him? What is he?
Who the fuck knows what he is? He's a male Martha Stewart. That's what he is. He's a male Martha Stewart.
So how is he going to become the next Oprah then? I'm confused.
No, Oprah tapped into this guy. He's kind of like, he's very successful, and apparently at what he does, women love him. He's like the male Martha Stewart. He has this stupid show that catered to these fat soccer moms that are sitting around picking their twats all day, and he talks about rearranging your furniture and your clothing and how you should look and how you should groom yourself. Just a bunch of garbage. Anyway, I'm subjected to this during the day. Believe me, I'd much rather be here having fun and doing my work than being home. I didn't want to be home. But my wife always says, barrel through it, barrel through it. Well, let me tell you something. Last time she told me to barrel through it, I had swollen lymph nodes and 103 fever, and the doctor said she was crazy.
Sal told a great story on the air a couple of winters ago. Didn't your wife one time, because she didn't want you at home, dug out your driveway of 18 18 feet of snow just so you could go to work?
Well, my car didn't start, and she shoveled it out for me.
I thought you said today, Sal, I thought you said today that she made you sleep in a different part of the house or something?
No. I slept this time. Last time when I didn't throw up. If I would have thrown up, forget it. I would have been upstairs quarantined. That's when she opens the door and she rolls a Gatorade bottle and shuts the door. That's the most ridiculous thing.
Sal's wife is a big germ phobe.
Yes,
You've heard the stories about how he threw out the garbage one night and he came back to bed and he was infected, so she had to take the sheets off.
She takes my son Antonio out of the room. He has to sleep with Aiden and Aaron. Antonio's room's quarantined. The window's got to be cracked, even if I'm freezing to death with the chills, because the germs will circulate and go down the stairs and hurt everybody. So I have to sleep with the window cracked. She opens the door, she takes Gatorade, and she rolls it towards the bed and slams it.
And she throws did she throw a box of toilet paper or Kleenex in there?
Well, everything that I need. It's like a prisoner getting bread and water.
I don't know why I never noticed this before. Antonio, Aiden, and Aaron?
3 A's.
If you had a girl, would it be an A, like Anastasia or something?
Maybe. And I'm asshole.
Is there a reason for the A thing?
It started off with Antonio because I named him after my dad, and then she wanted to go Irish, so we went with Aiden, and then Aaron, which is Jewish. I don't know where that came from.
When you were looking for the third,
because she spends money like
Elvis Aaron Presley.
And I feel like the beaten down husband. So,
but when you went for the third name, did you only look at A names?
No, I looked at names that, kept her quiet. Like, sure, this will work. Fine. Let's
Sal
go
hates
with it.
to read. He didn't make it through the A chapter.
Yeah, right. I didn't get to B and C.
And they're all going to go to Adelphi.
So when you're sick, how do you get out of quarantine? Because you don't know necessarily you're 100% better.
Well, in this case, she sleeps under the covers. She brought me a comforter from the closet that I have to roll myself up and cocoon myself on top of the covers because I might contaminate the inside of the bed. So I was rolled up in that way. And that was fine. I was okay with that because sometimes I go to sleep that way as well. She didn't get sick, whatever. I had this bug. I didn't throw up. It didn't freak her out that much. But she said barrel through, and I did. I woke up in the morning, I called Gary, and that's how it happened.
Joe in Carolina, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, did anybody else catch this? Sal, you are a little shady, buddy, because you said during the show that you did throw up. And just now you just got...
I never said I throw up. I was nauseous, but I never threw up.
That's not what you said.
In the message, did you say you threw up?
Not that I remember. I did not throw up. I was nauseous.
Because now I'm thinking about the message. I think you said you did throw up.
I got very nauseous.
Dude.
If I said, all right, fine. If I said I threw up, fine. But the point is, I don't think I did, but I said I was nauseous. Who gives a shit? It was close enough. I didn't eat and I was nauseous.
If you threw up and said you didn't, is that shady?
It could be, but I think it's just my frame of mind where I was. I could have thought about throwing up.
All right, sounds shady to me.
Mark, you're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, can you put JD in control of the programming on Howard 101? I don't know who the fuck is doing it, but is doing a horrible fucking job.
Tim's the program director.
Tim, can we have him in for a little sit down and see what the fuck he's thinking about the programming?
What don't you?
Well, I mean, you interrupt the fucking programming with this Abe and Louie, whatever the fuck his name is, and then he decides, or you decide to pull off Big Black Show. I mean,
we didn't pull off Big Black Show. Those guys won't come on because they didn't get paid. For some reason, Sirius has people on a 60-day plan for paying them. I'm on the 60-year plan, we found out. But whatever.
All right. I mean,
Tim, you want to come in and defend who Abe was on last night? Well, a lot of people said to us on 101, can you put on some live shows? So we put on Big Black. Well, they'll be back, those guys, as soon as they get paid.
By the way, though, if they stop working, does the 60-day cycle stop at a certain point?
I don't. You're asking the wrong guy.
Because they might have to go through this again.
Hey, Timmy.
Good morning.
What do you say, man?
Black on Black is on tonight at 8 o'clock for 2 hours.
There you go. You see, you were bitching about Tim, and now it's that.
Here we go.
Go ahead. What else?
And then on the Abe Cannon show is somebody we're just trying to develop new talent and look for new things out there. And
Abe's pretty funny.
Yeah, so we're trying stuff.
Especially that guy that they got on there with the deep voice, right, Tim? What's his name?
Bass.
What Bass?
Bass.
I like him.
I don't know. I listened to the show. It sounded like a retarded version of The View.
Oh. Well.
I mean, what can I tell you?
All right, so then you tune over to 100 and listen to our replay.
Exactly. Right, I mean, what about Sal and Richard? They got enough material to fill a fucking time slot.
You want to hear Sal and Richard? We'll give them a show.
Please.
All right. I guarantee there'll be complaints about that. Right? You give Sal and Richard
whatever
a show?
you do. Whatever
you do, someone's going to complain about it. Hey, by the way,
yes, sir.
You got to learn how to spell, bro.
What did I spell?
What is the word? First of all, a couple of things.
Well, first of all, let me tell you.
No. This is
okay.
you.
Here, hold on a second. Here,
listen to me.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you got to get it together. When there's a word you don't know, don't put it in an email. You understand?
Okay, which word was
Sometimes
it?
you got to choose another word.
He goes in the past. PASSED.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh.
Now listen.
No, because spell check.
No,
Seriously.
that is.
No,
PAST is a word.
I know.
It's not spell check.
But literally, I'm going to show you something.
Past and past are two words that are...
I know, but when you're typing on an iPhone and you're typing away, and it's like my spell check.
Right, sure. Okay, listen to me. And
spell check won't catch that because past is spelled correctly.
And how do you spell whirlwind?
Whirlwind?
Yeah, go ahead, spell it.
WORLDWIND.
Okay.
No.
Now listen to me.
Whirlwind. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
Huh? Go, what?
Yeah, okay. You listen. Don't use the word whirlwind.
Okay.
What
did I use that?
Put whirlwind in anyway?
He does.
Oh.
Listen
Why
to
are
me.
you
Okay, I'm listening.
You're a bright guy. You're
I
one of
know.
the best programmers I know.
Thank you.
But some words, when I don't know a word, I don't put it in a written
My
note.
head goes too fast.
Whirlwind.
Whirlwind.
World, W-H-I-R-L.
W-H-I-R-L.
World.
Right.
It's not
Okay.
world.
Whirl. I know. Okay, whirl
No,
round.
you don't.
Yes,
World and whirl are two different words.
Got it. Sorry. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm going to go back.
I'm worried about... No, don't you go anywhere.
Okay. I'm going back to my thesaurus and my dictionary.
Listen, Tim is not alone. There's a lot of people out there, myself included.
I know, and spell check also.
No, that is not spell check.
Well, no.
That has nothing to do with spell check.
I want to show you an example.
I know when it's spell check. I know all about that.
Okay.
Come back here. Where are you going?
No, I gotta go.
I'm not done with you.
I got things
What am I going to do? Get over here.
I got things to do.
Come here.
Where's he doing?
You better run out and study spelling.
He always carries on with that spell check. Spell check is not going to catch a word that's spelled correctly.
I love Tim.
Actually, I'm very upset today. Did you hear about Clarence Clemens?
He had a stroke. I love Clarence. Too bad. Yeah, good dude. Really, every time he came in here, it was great. But, and when he would fawn over you, it was the greatest because you'd go, oh, thank you. You know when a chick's not into you and you're like, I want you to call me when you're in the tub. And you're like, thank you. You're the face of an angel. Thank you very much. You know. I love to cook. Oh, we'll have to make that happen in the year 2057. Poor guy never even got to cook for you. Rob's probably tearing off in her car. He almost ran out of the room. But, yeah, he had been in failing health for a while.
Yeah, he's been having some trouble. They were saying last year, I guess it was, that would be his last year touring with the E Street Band. He used to sit most of the concert on stage. He had 2 hip replacements and all kinds of things were going on.
So they said he had a stroke, and I don't know what that means, but...
What do you mean I don't know what that means?
I mean, I don't know if it was mild or very, very intense stroke. You know, there's all varying degrees.
Well, he said he was seriously ill.
No, you know, that sounds like in a coma kind of thing, right? I mean, I don't know.
Just says that it had a big effect.
Oh.
And we don't know what the long term of it is at this
Great
point.
guy. Robin's so cold that she would just be like, now you're a vegetable. I love vegetables. All right, I'll marry you. Poor Clarence. That sucks. You know, getting old and like something like that happening just blows. You know why? Because now he's at the mercy of like everyone, like the hospital, and
yeah, your life is turned over and put in the hands of
everyone.
Other people.
I hope he's okay. I once saw a movie, a guy had a stroke. All he could do is blink one eye. Everything else, he was fucking frozen. And he wrote a whole book blinking his eye. You see this movie?
You told me about that
Holy
movie. I said, why would I want to go see that?
You know what? If you feel like hanging yourself and you're just not depressed enough, just watch this movie.
I don't know why people watch depressing things
This
like
movie,
that.
this guy had a great life. He's hanging out. He's got a girlfriend. He's got a sports car. He's got everything going for him. He's got a young kid, blah, blah, blah. Driving along. Oh, I don't feel so good. Boom. Next thing you know, he's in the hospital. All he can do is blink one eye. Everything else is completely shut down.
Yeah.
He can think complete thoughts. His mind is intact.
Mind is racing along.
Yeah, but all he can do is blink one eye. And he's all freaked out and everything, and he's locked. He can't talk. He can't do anything. Can't tell anybody anything. If he's got an itch, he can't even scratch it.
I know.
So he starts blinking, and they say to him, okay, blink once for letter A, blink twice for the letter B, and so on and so forth. Z, of course, is
Oh my
26
God, 26
blinks.
blinks.
Yeah.
Forget it.
This guy, so he decides to write a book. By the way, the book had I don't think it had any Z's in it. As far as I can remember. The word zebra didn't appear.
Yeah, he just stuck with the first 7 letters.
He changed it to striped horse. But this guy starts blinking. And can now imagine the tedious. Like, okay, the first word. And. Or the. Here we go. Here's T.
T already is way up there.
All right, let's go now. H. E.
Oh, thank God for E.
Wait a second. I think I made a mistake. How do I take that back? Where's my spell check? Can you imagine this guy? He's blinking away, and it gives him purpose,
Well, what else is he going to do? He's laying there all day. Might as well blink a book.
I think if he smacks his head into the wall, it means go back and delete a letter. I mean, I said, I don't even know how he's doing this. And this woman, these even with the blinking, he spelled better than Tim. We have a couple of notorious bad spellers. Who else is a bad speller around here, Gary?
Well, Sal's pretty bad.
Sal's the worst.
Yeah.
Tim could beat him in a spelling bee.
And Steve Brandano could...
oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Where did Steve go to college?
UMass Amherst.
Yeah, that's got to be an easy school then.
Sal says he's smarter than Tim.
No, Tim can beat you.
No way.
Sal, you're the worst speller I've ever seen.
Not a chance in hell, buddy.
Yeah?
Why do you always say you're smart? Because I am.
Oh, you always run into trouble with that.
Trouble. Trouble.
Nice.
NICE.
Oh, wow.
Forensic.
Robin. SHUTUP. Forensic.
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 I think that might be right.
It is. Whenever Tim's ready, I'll do it.
Whirlwind.
WORLD. Whirlwind. WHIRLWIND.
He just heard you do that.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's whirlwind.
No, it's with a D.
Whirlwind.
It's wind with a D.
Yeah,
A wind
whirlwind.
whirls.
I don't know, but I would avoid that in an email. Like, I know I'm not clear on that one. I know whirl, WHIRL, but I wasn't sure if it's win or wind. So, you know what I do? I go, fast, F-A-S-T. I know that word. You read my books, there's no big words in them. Because what the hell? Where am I going to come up with a big word?
Why bother?
Why bother? I have a very limited vocabulary, and I stick to it. That's it. Why would I try words I don't know, especially in email? All right, we'll have a spelling bee between Sal, Steve Brandano, and Tim. Winner gets to keep his job. Sal, rendezvous. He's probably not there. Rendezvous would throw him right over the edge. That's a hard word.
Here he comes. Come on, Sal.
If he gets
Sal's
this,
going to spell rendezvous?
he gets rendezvous, then he doesn't even have to be in the spelling
go,
bee.
Sal.
Rendezvous.
RENDEVOUS. Why are you shaking? Because I want to get this right. Sal's actually, Howard, he's shaking. No, I'm all right.
He's shaking because he's in a bad marriage.
You didn't even get marriage. C-U-N-T.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Only kidding.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Marriage. I'm F-U-C-K-E-D.
All right.
Would you be shocked to find out there's a Z in rendezvous? I put a Z in there.
No, you didn't.
No, you put an S.
Yeah, RENDEVOUZE.
No. All right, here's an easy one. Scissors.
SCISSORS.
Very good.
Thank you, pal.
Rhythm.
Rhythm. R-Y. Oh, rhythm. R-H-Y-T-H-M. Wait, rhythm. R-H-Y-T-H-M. R-H-Y-T-H-M.
All right.
Final answer.
All right.
That's wrong. No, it isn't.
No, he had it right.
Isn't there an N at the end of rhythm?
No.
No.
Rich jackass?
R-H-Y-T-H-M. Where's an N? Rhythm and... Fucking... Gary, you're going in the spelling bee, not Sal. No, look. Gary's looking for a computer that will somehow find an N at the end of rhythm.
Doesn't exist.
Gary, what are you thinking? Rhythm with an N.
I could swear. We had a music teacher who used to make us learn how to spell it. I could swear there was a rhythm.
That's why he's the music teacher, not the English teacher.
Idiot. G-A-R-Y. Loser. S-A-L.
Did Sal ever spell rendezvous right?
Yes.
No, he put an E. He put an E after the Z. All right. What about you got the word judgment?
Judgment's easy. J-U-D-G-E. Oh wait, J-U-D-G-E-M-E-N-T.
Nice.
A lot of people don't put the E in.
Bureau? That you can't get.
Bureau. B-U-R-E-A-U.
Awesome.
I think he got judgment wrong.
No, J-U-D-G.
G-E-M-E-N-T.
I'm going to double check with the dictionary. I went to a misspelled words place, and they leave the E out.
Yeah, it's J-U-D-G-M-E-N-T.
There's no E?
Judge. I think you leave the E out.
You know what?
It goes either
It's both
way.
ways,
It
yeah.
goes either way.
I spell it with an E.
I spell it with an E.
Yeah. All right. Sal, no spelling bee for you.
Get out of here.
Oh, they're arguing with each other. Hey, Sal. Give you one last one. He's got to fight. We got to get one funny one out of him. Colonel, but like the kernel of corn.
Kernel. Well,
right.
Colonel is, as in Colonel Sanders, is with a C, right? It
Yeah.
looks like colonel if you pronounce it.
Go ahead, let me hear you spell it.
Colonel.
All right, an extra O, but pretty close.
Yeah.
Close enough.
There you go.
I think he spelled colonel. I think. I'm not sure what he spelled.
You held your own before with that little spelling throwdown, if you will.
Absolutely.
Are you tired of being mislabeled as the dumb guy, as the fall guy for all the, history knowledge and spelling and grammar and things like that?
Look, I don't know much about geography. Just didn't care for it. I'm not a pilot. I was making pizza as a kid. That's all I cared about. And as far as history's concerned, it's in the past. I don't remember the last shit I took. And that's how I look at that. But it doesn't mean that I am not intelligent. I'm able to spell. I could spell things. As a matter of fact, I spelled so well that I even beat him.
What do you mean?
Well, when I spelled the rhythm, Gary thought there was an N in it. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, that is stupid. That right there is stupid. An N in rhythm? R-N-T-N-H-Y-N. Rhythm. You know why I think it's rhythm? Because the way his tongue rolls over his teeth, he hears an N. It's rhythm, boy. Rhythm. So.
But oftentimes that's Gary's failsafe, is that when you're ripping on him for maybe some incompetency that's happened during the process of the show, he always goes to your brain power, your IQ, your alleged stupidity.
And he has a 122, and I had whatever I had. It was decent, I'm sure, but I even beat him in the spelling. Twice, as a matter of fact. There was another word too. No, you got it wrong, but I got it right. So yeah, I'm pretty good with my spelling. I'm pretty confident about that.
Does it fire you up a little bit when you're the constant fall guy for these types of games?
No, I mean, who wants to be reminded? Oh, you know what? Here's a situation where we need a retard. Call Sal. That doesn't really fire me up, but it was a good opportunity for me to prove that I can indeed spell. I can do a lot of things. Things that you don't know about. Things that you'll be hearing about. I could change the world, my friend.
I believe you.
One letter at a time.
You just got to get in that rhythm.
R-N-T-Y-T-H-N. Rhythm. Rhythm, boy.
J.J. Abrams is coming in, the great film director who has a new movie out called Super 8.
Super 8.
Super 8, getting very, very good reviews and, whatever.
When is he coming in?
Around 8-ish.
Okay.
Something like that. We'll talk to him. His wife's very attractive. I met her out in L.A. She came over to Jimmy's house, and then we had dinner.
You and his wife?
Yeah, I said, do you mind if I go to dinner with your wife and not you? But an extremely attractive woman.
Really?
Yes.
Why are you saying that? Like, he doesn't deserve her?
He absolutely doesn't deserve her. Look at him.
What are you talking about?
JJ's not a real good-looking guy. He knows
Well,
it.
he's very talented. That doesn't make up for it?
Sure it does. Look at me. Look who I'm married to. Come on. Sure, I understand that. But, JJ... hanging out with Spielberg.
Yeah, I think he must like Spielberg.
Yeah, well.
I think he must have been
got to be
big fan growing up.
Who wasn't? It's got to be pretty amazing when.
But I mean, as a filmmaker, you know, like
Yeah.
as a kid who wanted to make films, this was someone he admired and wanted to emulate.
Yeah, if like in my life, you know, going into radio, there was no one really I could look up to or hang out with because I'm better than everyone else. Like JJ, it's great. He has Spielberg because
Yeah.
Spielberg's a genius.
There were no radio geniuses.
Well, who would I hang out with? Cousin Brucey? Would I collaborate with him? Hey, now come on in here, young man. Let's see, help you out. What do you want to do? Well, you know, I was looking to get into radio. I was wondering, radio's great for you. We started out, Cousin Brucey, started out in America, then had to move over to Bahamas, do some Bahamian radio. Then, one great day, I met up with great man, Bob F.X. Newman. Now, let me tell you something, Cousin Brucey. Was doing okay. WABC, Scott Muni, Harry Harrison, Ron Lundy, all those. Then, and then I'd be like, I'm getting out of radio. If this is what it is, if I gotta fucking hang out with a maniac like this, imagine if I went to one of my mentors. Who would be my mentor? Bernard Meltzer. The only guy who was any good when I was growing up was Bob Grant. That's it. I don't think he was looking to hang out with me. And then Bob Schumann, and then what else you want to know? This guy loves to hear himself talk. But, you know, for JJ, it's great. He's a filmmaker, and he gets to hang out with Steven Spielberg. I'm pretty sure he goes over his house for dinner and everything.
Well, I can't imagine what it's like when you first get to meet Spielberg and he admires your work. That must be amazing.
JJ dropped a big load in his pants.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, right. It was embarrassing. Big stain in his pants. Oh, Mr. Spielberg. But it must be something. I mean, because, Spielberg, like one of the greatest filmmakers ever, and all of a sudden you're at his house and you're hanging out with him and he wants to make...
He's producing your movies.
Yeah. So tell me about yourself, JJ. Tell me how great I am, and tell me which of my films inspired you most. Oh, Mr. Spielberg, excuse this giant load in my pants.
Excuse the stench.
I just shit and dropped a seminal load in my pants. That's all right, JJ. I'm so used to it. You should have seen this, the first time the guy who directed The Godfather came over here. He dropped a load.
The guy who directed
That's
The
right.
Godfather?
Francis Ford Coppola. Even he was taken with me. No, but it must be great to be like a filmmaker, and then suddenly Spielberg gives you the. You know. In fact, with Super 8.
It's like an anointing.
What I heard is Spielberg just heard the title Super 8, and he bought the film.
Well, you know, he did that when he was a kid. He made those Super 8 films, so he completely got it, I'm sure.
Yeah. But to me, filmmaking or anything, it's about the chicks, and JJ scored himself a real humdinger. Very sexy woman. I was having dinner. I was looking her over. I had a little private conversation going with her.
Really?
Yeah. If I was single, I definitely would.
You would take his wife?
Absolutely, I would. And I bet you I could, too. I'm good at that. I'm good at taking other people's women.
Oh, my goodness.
I love it. I'm a despicable human being. Something I enjoy doing. Must have been something about me as a child where I wanted to get between my parents.
Is that an edible thing that's still going on?
Yes.
So any powerful man you want to
I want to take
his
away.
woman?
I want to take his woman. Yep. Very edible. And edible. So there it is. But very terrific. And we will see JJ in here in just a few minutes. And we'll talk with him and we'll find out how great his life is.
Hey, good morning, JJ.
Hey, how are you?
Welcome back.
Great to be back.
How's it going?
Pretty good, you?
Not too bad.
What have you been up to?
A lot of walking backwards.
Am I following you?
Yes, please. It's been my life.
Really?
For a long
Can you do this without even looking?
Yeah, it's
really?
pretty crazy.
Oh, now you see. Now you're going
It's
forward.
a skill that's. Yeah. I don't know if the skill can really translate into other aspects of my life, but.
Have you thought about becoming a Steadicam operator?
That's true.
They're bigger than that camera, though.
I know I'd have to adjust to the weight, but.
Where should I go?
Anywhere you'd like.
I'm good here.
So Super 8. Your
Yes,
new
sir.
movie. And of course, you've come back to talk to Howard. I mean, you're a huge fan of this show.
I am?
I remember you being a big fan when you
Of
came
course
out.
I am. No, I love the show. You kidding me? It's my favorite thing.
So you're well
I always ask to be on the show. how's it going? They don't put me on the show. I'm like, what about Howard? And they're like, all right, if you want to do Howard. I'm like, what do you mean if I want to do Howard? I'm in New York. What else am I going to do here? So I'm always happy to be back.
J.J. Abrams is here. The guy's a big-time movie director.
I just saw him out there.
Yeah? Did you audition?
No.
There's J.J.
I don't know why he hasn't created an alias for me. Jennifer Garner.
J.J. Abrams. Big shot. Big shot. Go ahead, man. Big shot. Go over there. What? You acting like you don't know what to do?
I've never sat here before.
You haven't?
No, I'm always
on the show.
No, I've always. No, I didn't. I did?
Yes.
You sat on the couch.
I always remember just standing right there. I get so scared when I'm here.
What are you nervous?
I don't know where I'm sitting. I don't know where I'm standing.
What are you nervous about? After all your success, why are you nervous?
I don't know. I'm not. Now I'm much more comfortable.
Are you nervous on a movie set when you start a new movie?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah, he shit his pants when he made Super 8.
No, there are times when, like on Star Trek, where I was like, what the hell are we doing? I was like on this huge set, and I thought, this is.
Do you really know what you're doing?
Fucking disaster.
No, but do you really know what you're doing in the sense? Okay, you dream up the script and everything, but. When it are you like a photographer? Do you understand visual? I mean, special effects movies and stuff.
You want the answer?
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's sort of, just interrupt me the second it's boring. So interrupt me now.
Okay, go ahead.
You get there and you think, well, I think I know what I want. And then you get there and you realize that you don't really know, and you want to figure it out. So then you start to look, and sometimes you go, "There's no way to do this. That's good," and you throw away everything you thought it was going to be. And there are times, and you can't show people that you're freaked out. You got to kind of look like the director. Everyone's looking at you.
But
you're freaked out, everyone's freaked out.
You can't do the other jobs on the set.
No, of course. But and luckily, I'm working with some great people. But there are times,
on a big budget film, you walk in and you're shooting about a half a page a day.
Well, you can do a few pages a day sometimes.
All right, but okay, let's say you're shooting a page a day, but it's more like a half a page a day. You got to have something in mind when you go in there and shoot it.
Yes.
Okay, so you go in, and then it's a scene that involves like a train derailing off it's a big special effect.
Right.
Don't you have to call in some guy who knows what he's doing, because you can't possibly know how to do all that stuff?
Now, here's the thing: that as someone who grew up, the sort of, film geek kid who loved that stuff, I was always reading about how that stuff was done. So I know enough that I can talk to those guys and say, here's how I want to do that. And then most of the time they'll say, well, what about this? And they'll propose something I wouldn't have thought of, which is great. But, even in Super 8 with the train crash, I didn't storyboard the train crash. I wanted to kind of go there and figure it out. And I knew we could figure that out.
What do you mean figure out? Figure out what angle it's going to be shot at?
Yeah, I mean, the certain things you have to plan and previs and do little cartoon versions of the scene so that everyone knows what the hell's going on. Like what they're going to build and what we're going to do on green screen, what we're going to do live action and real.
Right.
And so you do that. But on some scenes, like the train crash, I knew it was going to be kids running and train cars flying and explosions. So I talked to the special effects guys and said, look, here's where I want to do explosions. Here's where I want the kids to be so they're safe. And then this is where we're going to figure out what the angles are going to be. And a lot of it, honestly, for the train crash was kind of seat of my pants figuring out what was going to happen on the day.
And then what do you do? Do you shoot it from every angle? Do you shoot the kids running from every angle so that when you get into
how many times do you crash this train?
Well, the kids, these were kids who had never, a couple of them had never been on the set of anything, and this was like a dream for them. They were just running through explosions. They were like having the time of their lives.
Did you audition these kids?
Oh, yeah, like crazy.
And some of them were first-time actors?
Yeah, two of them had never been on the set of anything. The first week, the main kid looked at the script. When you make revisions of the script, there are those little asterisks on the sides of on the side of the script that show you where the revisions are. And the kid the first week looked at the script. He's like, "Are these stars for decoration?"
Now you like that?
I thought it was fantastic, but I also thought, holy shit, this kid doesn't know anything. He's never done any of this before. So
you had auditioned him, right?
Oh yeah, and he was really great and naturally, sort of easygoing and talented, and he could do stuff. But he didn't know.
Do the mothers come on the set with these kids?
Yeah,
they're all fucking annoying, right?
No,
I mean, be honest. Don't fucking lie to me. I'll throw you right out of here.
I'll tell you, one was.
One was, right. No, because they're annoying because these are mostly women who schlep their kids to these auditions and they want to live out some sort of fame through the children. Is that correct?
I'll tell you something. Most of the kids who came in who we did not even consider were kids who had exactly those parents.
Who had the stage mothers.
But here's the thing. Those kids were the kids who came in, they were like, okay, so how do you want it? And you're like, what the hell?
That's
like,
not a kid anymore.
Disaster.
Right. Yeah.
The kids who we wanted were kids who were kind of unassuming, who didn't have stage parents. Like, literally, like this.
Who look like real kids.
Yeah, who are real kids. Like, the main kid we got, he lives in Moscow, Idaho.
Right.
The kid, would never been in anything. His parents would drive him once a month to Seattle for an acting class. Like, he was a kid who just wanted to learn how to do it.
Right.
So his parents were just like nice, sweet people.
So how do you find that kid? I mean, the parents schlepped him around, right?
No, what happened was because he had this little acting class, and I guess our casting directors had been looking, thousands of kids, and they sent to various states. Just they contacted people to say, look, if there's anyone in any acting class, any acting school. So this acting teacher said, well, there's this kid who comes in once a month, who drives in from Idaho.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, they sent him.
So the kid didn't even have an agent.
No. They sent a video, and he was great.
Do these kids make a lot of money from a movie like this? I mean, doesn't a movie like this wreck their lives? They get in the movie, then they're expecting some sort of career and some sort of fame, and most of them don't go anywhere, right?
Well, the thing is that they don't make a lot of money. I mean, this is like their first thing. And
what do you got to pay one of these kids? Maybe I'll make a kids movie.
Maybe, yeah, you'll just hire some kids because they're cheap.
Get some shitheads to act. What do you have to pay these kids?
I'm not sure.
What does a kid make who's the lead kid in your movie?
I don't know what the number is.
Can he make $600,000?
That sounds high, doesn't it?
That's high, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
What does he make? 200?
Maybe somewhere between 1 and 2, or maybe somewhere in there. I don't know. It's not. I mean, look, to get a shot to be in a movie.
Imagine if I make a movie about with kids and illegal Mexicans. I wouldn't have to pay anything.
You'll have a $25 budget.
They'll pay you.
Go home and write me a movie about kids and illegal Mexicans, where they have to pay me to be in the movie. Please get to work on that.
No, these kids are great.
Are you spreading yourself too thin? Here's why I'm concerned about this.
What's he up to?
Okay, because Super 8 took so long to make, you had to push off Star Trek 2, which you are the director of.
How dare you?
Right, which everyone's waiting for. How far behind are you on Star Trek 2?
How far? We're probably 6 months behind.
6 months. Now, what does that mean? Have you begun principal photography?
Well, not terms,
have you?
Terminology.
Have you? Have you begun principal photography, which is the only word I understand?
I mean, is the script done?
Is the script done?
No, I'm not writing the script. But
well, is it done though?
No.
Oh.
But we're working on it.
Does the studio call you every day? Star Trek 2 is going to be a big money maker, big franchise. They say, listen, you're spread out too thin.
What are you doing?
Listen to this guy. He's got 2 new television series coming out this fall.
Oh.
CBS Person of Interest with lost actor Michael Emerson. He's a billionaire, developed a computer program. Don't ask. Fox's Alcatraz. You've got that sold. You just finished Super 8.
How much is he hands-on with these TV shows now?
That's
Are
right.
you just developing them and then giving them away?
Are you making a money grab, or are you being serious about all of your projects? Go ahead and
Howard, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Those are not shows I created. Those are shows that Bad Robot, my company's producing. So
Bad Robot.
That's the group. We have 2 amazing people who run the TV stuff, and then I have my producing partner. So it's a bunch of us working with. These are 2 writers, Liz Sarnoff, who worked on Lost, and Jonah Nolan, who co-wrote with his brother Chris.
So you have nothing to do with those?
Well, I helped with give notes on the script, on the story. I helped on the pilots. I gave notes on the cuts of the.
What does it mean, notes? You sit in your office at Bad Robot, the one with all the toys, where you remain eternally youthful.
What kind of toys is he into?
You gotta come over. I'm serious. It's
almost mandatory if you're a filmmaker to prove that you still have your innocence and you're still childlike.
That's what it is.
What are his toys? Does he have like?
Tell Robin.
No.
I sat through a dinner, heard an inventory of every toy he's got in that office.
Unbelievable.
Okay, JJ, what do you have in that office? Play-Doh?
We've got no. There's not.
What do you have? What's important to you?
Found. There's a woman making characters out of clay. I gotta say in the corner. But no, there's just like stuff that I had when I was a kid. Like little Twilight Zone toys and Planet of the Apes masks and just all sorts of crap that I love.
He eats in a high chair. That's how childish he is.
That's how childish he is.
JJ, in a way, I'm making a joke, but it's true. In order to be a director and be in touch with all these fantasy stories, you have to remain childlike. And in fact, your mentor, Steven Spielberg, often said that, and I feel he is no longer childlike. He threw away all his toys, didn't he?
Well, here's the thing, and we can talk about Steven in a second. The childlike thing, it's... You don't want to be necessarily childlike.
You don't sit there and play with the toys.
No.
He holds his meetings in a playpen. All the guys sit around and play with these fucking toys.
Sandbox. Okay.
Yeah, JJ.
No.
Well, he's playing with those toys. I'd like to be playing with his wife. That's some wife you've got.
Come on.
Oh, man.
Look,
she's
you're talking,
something.
sir.
I know, but you've got some wife, huh?
Howard.
Wow. Hey, now.
Wait, let's just one thing at a time.
We'll get to the sex
now
in a minute.
you're stacking the things. Now I don't know what's going on. Where were we?
We were talking about projects.
No, the childlike thing. I feel like it's an important thing. I think to feel like that sense that anything's possible. When you're a kid, the world is like you don't know what the hell the world presents, and anything is possible.
What is your favorite toy in your office? Is it a big wheel
tricycle?
tricycle?
When you're having a problem, what do you grab?
He grabs his big wheels and he goes for a ride in L.A.
No,
what do you do? What is your favorite? What is your favorite toy?
I don't have a favorite.
Great Garloo. What do you like?
There are. Let me.
Your Harry Potter wand?
No, there's none of that stuff.
Nothing.
You got to come over and hang out. And
I want to see it.
You got to come. I've invited you.
But do you have something like that where okay, you've got a problem, you're having trouble solving it. There's one toy that's your inspirational toy.
No.
All right.
No,
listen to me.
I don't have that thing.
Talk to me about what it's like. Now, Steven Spielberg. Well, here, I'll back up. As a kid growing up, see, you had an advantage that most people don't have. Your father was a producer, a movie producer, right? Or television producer.
Yeah, TV movie producer, yeah.
So when you grow up in a family like that, it's almost organic. You're exposed to it. As a kid, you see how films are made.
Right.
You understand that it's not that intimidating to be a director because you start to learn about it. You get a natural curiosity.
Right.
So tell me what someone has to do. They have to be in a family where this is acceptable. You have to be exposed to all this stuff at a young age.
Oh, my God, then nobody else can do this.
Well, this is what the book 10,000 Hours is about, that you've got to be doing...
But Spielberg didn't grow up like that, did he?
Yeah, right. Outliers.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think that when you look at what Steven Spielberg did, and he grew up, he had access to an 8mm camera,
right?
And he made movies when he was a kid, and I've seen those movies, and they were pretty good,
Right.
And even when he was a teenager, you go, oh, this guy's got talent, and he had access to express himself and try it and go out with his friends and make these movies, and I think that. You don't necessarily need, although it's obviously a huge advantage, and I am very grateful for it, to have been able to visit some sets when I was a kid. The greatest one was my dad had an office at Paramount Studios, and I got to know the guards whenever I have a day off in school.